alaikum and hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream, uh, discussions about Islam. But before everything, here is the link. Hello, Hourglass. Hello, brother. There is the link. Please join. And hello, my brother Abraham. Hello, my dear friend. Yes, my brother. How are you? I hope everybody are well. There is the link there. Please join. Hourglass had some questions. I wish that he join and ask his questions. And hello, Cho Bean. Salam alaikum, Cho Bean. Salam alaikum, Hourglass. How are you, inshallah?
Yes. Salam alaikum. Peace be with you, brother.
Peace be with you. Yeah,
I'm doing
thank you.
good. I'm doing good, thank God.
Very
How
good,
about
very good.
you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you. Thanks God, yes. Allah deserves all the praise. Yes, thank you. Yes, Hourglass, you
Yes.
you told me that you have some question. I would
Yes.
like to discuss about them,
That's right.
please.
So my questions are about the dress code in Islam, especially when it comes to the headscarf,
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
because
mhm.
I saw your video of that sister. I forgot her name, but
Yeah,
she explained and it sounded good. But then this Muslim preacher, he responded to her. He made a
yeah,
video. This guy, his name is Hijab, right?
yeah. I
And
know.
he was
Yes, hijab.
basically, yes.
I saw. I
It
saw.
was
Sorry,
it
sorry. I
was
interrupt you. It was hijab and alidawa. Yeah, they are quite ignorant people, And you saw that despite that sister had quite fine dress. Yeah, she was dressed. Despite that, they had covered entire body.
Yes, exactly. And there are some extremists, they go further than that. They even blur the face. Like
Yes,
this person, this he had a debate with, you told me,
uh,
yes, that
Daniel Isis Jew. Yeah, Daniel. I
yes,
call him Daniel Isis Jew. Yes,
yes,
yeah,
he apparently he took 20 minutes to blur out Nuria's face,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
was very shocked by hearing that. It's
Yeah.
very shocking.
Sorry, I interrupt you. It wasn't just Nuria. No, okay, let's say Nuria didn't have that so-called hijab that they call it, yeah. But there was a sister. Her name is Sophia. She had a debate with him, and she had headscarf. Just her face was, open, and he blurred even her face. Can you imagine? Even her face, he blurred it.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
sad and scary. I'm very
Yeah.
shocked by that because
Hmm.
they hide, in my
Hmm.
opinion, hiding. You only hide what you're ashamed of,
Yes.
and
Yes.
God has dignified human beings. Our
Yeah.
faces are dignified. So when
Hmm.
you're blurring it, you're just making fun. That's not right,
Yes.
in my
Exactly.
opinion.
Yeah, and listen, brother. It says Quran says that you better, bring down your Khmer. Khmer is the one which they used to put everybody in those areas. They used to put on their head to cover their face from the sun, from the, from this sandstorm and such things. Even men had it. So God says that cover your bosoms, and it says that cover it so that you do not be molested. Okay, it is better for you, it is for their own security. Okay, so when it comes to security, then you have to cover yourself. And even in other place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you can show yourself to children, and then adults that are too old and they might not do anything to you. Okay, so it's not about showing your body or something from your body. It is about your safety. Okay, so if it is in my opinion, if it is dangerous for you to, in some society, to cover your hair because maybe there are these Islamophobes or so on, they might attack you. So you have to, according Islam, you have to remove that. You have to remove your so-called hijab. I don't call it hijab. I just say that I believe in equal, dressing, equal in the way of modesty, both for men and women. So that's my belief. And as long as there is no danger for you, so it's okay. There is no, but modesty, I like the modesty both for men and women. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your answer. It makes perfect sense
Mm.
because these extremists, when they go to the beach, the men, they go topless, they
Yeah.
take off their clothes and everything. The men, and they force their women in some countries to dress entirely while they themselves couldn't care less about how they're dressed, the men. So if it's used to, how could I say, to humiliate women is wrong. And I agree with you 100% when you said that men and women must be modest. Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
I agree with you 100% because men, especially the fanatics, the extremists, they see themselves as okay to just show whatever they want because they're
Yeah.
men. And so, yes, thank you very much for speaking those facts because many people they don't understand. It seems.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. There is a question here. I should. Cho Bean says, "Yeah, I am a closet Muslim. Closet. I don't understand closet for family reasons." And okay,
I think
Abraham. Yes.
closet Muslim, just to explain, I think it means that he's a Muslim, but he's hiding it. He's not showing
Okay.
it. I believe. Yes.
All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. For family reasons and monetary reasons, I can't fully live a Muslim life. Okay. La ilaha illallah. Uh, Muhammad. Sorry. Okay. I cannot understand what is that. I pray
Kul hula
secretly.
samad, my friend.
Kul hula samad. Okay. Yes. I pray secretly whenever I can, and I eat halal. Uh, okay, so no suspicions. Do you understand? Okay, let
Yes.
me see. Next one is what can I do? Don't want to fail Allah. I don't understand his question. Anybody understand?
I
Maybe.
think
I'm not
he's
sure.
trying to say that he's in a country that he cannot perform his
Yes,
Islamic rituals or something like that.
yes. I understand. Yeah, but I mean, I don't see any. Uh, if you cannot, then it is no, because there is no blame on you, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran that even if you deny your religion because of your security, then there is no blame on you.
Yeah, it's
Just
called. I know about this a lot. It's called sumud,
yeah,
meaning to disclose. So sometimes the Shia specifically, they really have more detail on it. It's
okay,
because they used to be butchered by Sunnis a lot.
yeah,
So
okay,
they have made preservation laws inside the Shia factions.
mm,
So the Sumud is really strong there. It basically means
mhm.
to not to really hide your identity, but to disclose it, not to like
Yeah.
bring it out.
Yes, it's not actually, it shouldn't be Shia or Sunni. It is, by the way, hello, my brother Abraham. Welcome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice to be here.
yes, very good. Yeah, you are always welcome. Yes, so it is not Shia Sunni. It's about all Muslims are required in Quran to take safety first of everything, and you can, even if somebody is going to harm you or kill you, for example, let's say that they catch me and they ask me if I'm a Muslim, let's say some racist or whatever, and I see that they are going to harm me or kill me. So I have the right to say, no, I'm not a Muslim. Yeah. So because as I said, Quran says that there is no blame on you because God knows that your safety is first.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. And hello, brother Abraham. And
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, good, thank God. I agree with everything you said, because when it comes, there's a verse that comes to my mind. It's the one about eating swine, and it says that if you're forced, you're about to starve, then there's no blame on you if you do
Yes.
so.
Yeah. Not only that, even I say that's another one. Yes, exactly. Good
Also,
example.
sorry for
Yes, no
interrupting.
problem. No, don't worry. Don't
I'm
worry.
just
Yes.
saying. Also, in Judaism, the idea is essentially the same.
Mhm.
We as Jews, like along the centuries, we adapted the idea that if we have to survive, then we will do anything to survive. I will give you a good example. When the Spanish Empire exiled the Jews from the land, so if we look 50 years later, so we can see that the British completely demolished their entire navy. And a very interesting point there is that 20% of that fleet was Jewish pirates. There is no command in Judaism to commit such things, but there is something that's called preservation in Judaism. So you're allowed to enact in ways to survive. So that's is a kind of also retaliation, you could say, in a point, but it also is something defensive against the how would you call it, against the church.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that survival is the most important. Of course, as long as you are not going to, kill innocent people, harm anybody for your own survival. Hello, Mr. Tree. Hello, Alika. Yes, all are welcome. Why is it wrong for Christians to deny their faith for reasons like protection, but it is halal for Muslims to deny Allah? Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I have to say, I don't know who has said that it is wrong for Christian to do that. This is sorry. This is our religion. In our religion, it is allowed. Okay, for your safety. So if Christianity doesn't allow it, that's up to Christians, not to me to answer it. Yes, our glass. Yes, please.
Yes, thank you. I know what he's referring to. For example, if somebody's threatened at if somebody's threatened at gunpoint and he has to basically deny his religion, I believe in Christianity it is not allowed, because and I respect that. I mean, and in Islam, is it allowed? Should we say some blasphemous words in order to save ourselves? I don't know much about that, but there's somebody else who says, a scholar said something that does not make sense. He said if somebody is threatened at gunpoint to basically renounce his religion, he should do it. But if he's threatened to
But
be
not in
killed if
Judaism
he
and Christianity.
doesn't fornicate, he should not fornicate. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I just have to go for a few minutes maybe, but I
Okay,
will come back. Thank
no
you.
problem.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Hey, Mujib, can I ask you a real quick question?
Yes,
It's
yes,
just about
please.
the context of the Quran. So first, I'll just want to lay out, like, I want to understand what is your idea about, like, the attributes of Allah. So, for instance, I see in the Quran that they refer to Allah as one and as an eternal being, right? And He's the all-powerful, all-knowing.
Yes.
So, and they also believe that Allah's word, for instance, is something that is separate from Allah, and it's also divine and eternal at its essence.
Okay, so eternal means that it doesn't change. Yeah, His words.
Well, eternal means it doesn't have a beginning.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't change. It just means it has no beginning and no end. So I'm saying, so how is that?
I mean, I don't know who has said that, but because His words.
No, but do you believe that, for instance, Allah's word is divine?
Words, yes, divine, but doesn't mean that it
So the
hasn't
speech that he
changed.
says is divine.
Yeah, of course it is his words, yeah, and we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to obey it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Divine in this way that we have to obey his words, but it doesn't change. No, it is not.
Yeah, yeah,
It
no.
changed. Yes,
I
it
get that it
has.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I understand that you that's what you that's what you're saying, that doesn't change, and I agree with you on that statement. But I'm saying,
Okay.
but also that has no beginning.
No, no, look, I say that it changed. Yeah, I don't say it doesn't change. I say it changed. It has changed in the past, and it has to, it has to be adapted to our time as well. So it changed, So it is not eternal, his words. Okay. So and then beginning, for example, Quran has a beginning. Quran was 1400 years ago was revealed. Yeah. So it was
Oh, okay.
the beginning. I don't know who says that it doesn't have
No,
a
because
beginning.
there's a lot of Muslims that I've just been in contact with saying that specific thing, that the Quran, for instance, is also it's an eternal book of Allah. So when you say eternal, it means it has
Yeah.
no beginning and no end.
All right. Yes. That they say. I mean, it is their
No, so I'm just trying to
opinion.
understand if that's what
Yes.
you are saying.
No. I'm saying that I mean, his words has been changed. Yes, in the past, and it has been even developed. And some words. That's why there are abrogated verses in Quran. Yes, we have abrogated verses, and the verses
That's
that
interesting.
yes, and verses that verses that will be abrogated also. This is something that might some Muslims say that, oh, what do you say? No,
Could
but
you?
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be like specific about this.
no,
Could you?
don't be sorry. Okay, just ask, please.
No,
Yes,
because I really love you, Muji. You know that.
yeah, I love you too, my brother. Yeah, just ask. Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah. So
All
I'm
right.
saying, so where in the Quran would you refer me in order for me to understand that's the truth about the Quran? Because I know, like for instance, that there is a specific verse that Muhammad claimed that it was from the devil.
No. There is no such verses. Okay, this is hadith, fabricated hadith that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
I
is
see
not
what you mean.
Quran. No, there are no verses in Quran that came from Satan and such things. These are fabricated hadiths. They try to explain a verse of Quran which doesn't have anything to do just with Prophet Muhammad. Quran is talking about all
Oh,
prophets.
I get it. So
Yes.
they'll say it's
Quran.
a satanic verse in order to just hide
Yes,
what they. Oh, I
yeah,
get it.
yeah. This
That's
is
clever. You know, that's actually clever when they do it.
yes. No. The thing is that it is all about all prophets. Quran says, Allah says that whenever Allah prophets want to, deliver the message of God, Allah, Satan try to stop it. Yeah, but Allah's message go through. So they have created a story that yes, Prophet Muhammad wanted to do this. Then Satan put these, verses in his head and so on. They, trash, a trash hadith. Such a thing doesn't exist. And everything, Quran says that everything he says is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything, okay? So there is no satanic verses that he comes from. Otherwise, Allah would not say that everything is from Allah. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. So
Yeah,
it contradicts itself when they say it, actually.
Yes. It contradicts very much.
Because if they say we believe that every word is from Allah, but then they're saying no, we also believe that some of it is from Satan, so they're just contradicting their own.
Yeah, exactly. But Quran says everything he says is from Allah.
It's funny because you could just point it out at them. You know, it would be interesting if I go on a debate with one of them. Man.
Yeah. actually, Abraham, I don't know. I'm looking for somebody who can do that to call to this, their live shows and ask them why they don't debate me, why they are afraid of me, because they block me, and I'm looking for somebody who can do that. So if you could do that, I would.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, me myself for sure. I'm just thinking of other two people that I know that will be willing.
Yes, please. I mean, just because they will to you, they would, you cannot debate them because they say right away you are a kafir. Nobody listen to you, but that's why they block.
I know how to dodge. I know how to dodge those things. You know what you do, Muji? When they curse you, you bless them back. You bless them.
Mm-hmm.
It works every time, because when they try to curse you again, you see that they already feel bad when they're doing it, and the audience already see it. I know how to counter them.
Yes, but the thing is that I say they will not listen to you, even those young Muslims who are uneducated themselves and they see these guys, for example, Hamza Din, yeah, when they see him with the long beard, they think that, wow, he's a sheikh, you know. So these people might not listen to you, but if I confront him and others, then they will see that,
They
okay,
will
a
have to at
Muslim.
least
Yes,
give you the courtesy of listening because you
of
claim to be a
course.
Muslim.
Yes, exactly. And then, for example, when I bring a verse of Quran, you cannot bring a verse of Quran because you don't believe in that, according to them at least, yeah. And so, but when I bring a verse of Quran, for example, the verse I told you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says everything Prophet Muhammad says is from Allah, then they cannot deny that, okay? But if you bring that, then they might say, oh, you don't understand, and so on, you know?
Yeah. They always do. They do it to everyone. No, you don't know
Yeah.
Arabic, or no, you don't know the Quran.
Yes,
You're not
yes, yes.
Muslim. You're coming with the wrong angle and whatever.
Yeah. So they always do that. But if I talk to them, then they cannot do that against me, and that's why they right away
Inshallah,
block me.
brother. Why not?
Yes, inshallah. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I appreciate it very much, and others as well. And that's why they have this now system that you have to show your face in the backstage, because if they see that it's me, then they right away remove me. You know, before it wasn't like this. By the way, hello, my brother Anton. How are you? You are welcome to join if you would like. I put the link once again. Mr. Tree as well. If you have questions, you have some, debate at the backstage, but please bring it up. We can talk. Yes. Any question, my brother Abraham?
Well, basically, now that you gave me the analogy of what you believe about the word of Allah, then it's not really as impactful. The main question that I had, because I understand from their perspective, not from your perspective, and that's why, because I know that this thing will backfire on them big time.
Yeah.
Because they believe that Allah's word is not only divine, but it's also eternal, has no beginning and no end.
I mean, this is if they believe themselves in abrogated verses, then they shouldn't believe in that, because
no, but I'm saying even that analogy will backfire on them, and I'll explain why. Because it says in the Quran that Jesus is Allah's word.
Okay. Yes.
Jesus is Allah's word, and Allah's word is divine and eternal. What does that make Jesus? I asked one Muslim this, and he was so pissed off because he was like, "What a stupid question!"
Okay. No, but I mean, even Prophet Muhammad is Allah's word. Okay, in Quran. So all prophets, they were speaking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
No, but
it's not
does it say in the Quran, does it give everyone the title of Allah's word? Because it gives it only to Jesus.
I mean, I don't have the verse now in front of me, but I know that the Quran says that everything Prophet Muhammad says that it is from Allah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
everything.
Yes.
But I understand that everything that Muhammad says, the speech that's coming out of his mouth, it's not from his opinion. He's just being directed by Allah what to say. So he's saying what Allah is saying, basically.
Yes, he's saying what Allah says.
It's the divine, complete word of Allah.
Okay,
it's not him saying it, basically. It's just coming out of his mouth.
Yes,
it's like the microphone.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. So I affirm that, and I understand that, and that's good enough. But my point is that Jesus is not called from the word of Allah or as something from the word of Allah. He is called the word of Allah. The verse is clear. It says the word of Allah, and that's what when I saw that verse, it just didn't make sense to me. Like when it comes to afterwards, it says that there's no God but Allah, but it clearly says that Jesus is the word of Allah.
The word of Allah.
What?
Okay. I wish that such a things, details, small details. I would like that Brother Rashid is Arab speaking. Yeah. I wish that next time Brother Rashid comes on, we can ask him. Okay. Because he's very well in these small details. Okay.
Yeah. No, but you understand my question. I mean,
I understand. Yes.
No, I understand. I just want to understand the context of that. That's all.
Yes, I understand. If you put it, then maybe I can ask him later, and then I give you the answer later. Okay, if you put it, somewhere. I don't know the verse. The verse. If you put it here, I will copy it, and then I will discuss it with Brother Rashid. Anton says that have you ever been to Speaker Corner? No, I haven't been, unfortunately. Yeah, I was actually once, many years ago, maybe, let me see, nearly 10 years ago. I was there once, and those time I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't know Ali Dawa or anybody. So I was there once, but I wish that I could go there now and debate them directly, this Hijab, Ali Dawa, and all of them. But yes, I live in Sweden, and it is quite difficult to travel all the way there just to debate them there. So if they would like to debate me, I would like to do that, on YouTube.
Nah, maybe we should maybe we should start like a funding thing for Muji to get him taken
Yes.
to Speaker's Corner, man.
Yeah, for
That's
example,
what you need, Muji. You
yeah,
need to
yeah.
show your face there.
Yes, I mean, I heard that it was, I think it was Martin was saying that Mr. Tree was, Salam alaikum, Brother Sayed. Okay, Martin was saying that Mr. Tree goes to Speaker Corner. If Mr. Tree could talk to them, yes, would be great. See why they hide debating me, why they block me. Ali Dawa walked away when Bob approached him, but Ali had no problem debating with non-debaters. Okay, actually, Bob has been, debating them many times or live, and as I said, they don't mind to debate non-Muslims. Okay, because at the end of the day, they say, "Oh, he's a kafir," or he is disbeliever, whatever. Okay, so yes, Brother Sayed, salam alaikum. I don't know if your microphone is working. All right. Yeah, Abraham, while he's not speaking, anything else, brother?
Well,
Abraham?
what can we put on the topic today?
By the way, you saw a short video I put from last week about you.
Huh? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yes.
I'm that kind of person. I don't like to take pride because I feel like pride is a bad attribute for people.
Yeah,
I don't like to take it.
But it was nice, so I chose it and put it there. Thank you for your love, my brother. Brother Sayed, salam alaikum.
Something's wrong with his
Okay.
mic or something.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
Okay.
go out and come back.
Yeah, he went again, came back, but still again. I will ask Ali Dawa for you. Okay, yes. Let's see. I will ask Ali Dawa for you, please. If you go there, and then not only Ali Dawa, this Dawa Wise, Hashim, they have blocked me too. Okay, Ali Dawa might not know me because he doesn't go live. Okay, he hide always. I mean, such a people shouldn't hide. They should have live stream like I have every week. Yeah. This Dawa Wise, they go live sometimes, but they have blocked me.
But they also go for long streams. I've watched a lot of channels of Dawa, and
Yeah.
to me, what's interesting is
Sorry, which one? No, which one goes live?
well, there's Dawa Not
Look.
Dunya. It's a
Okay,
channel
look.
called Dawa Not
Yeah.
Dunya. It's
Yeah. Wait. Brother Abraham. I meant Ali Dawa and this what is it? Muhammad Hijab. That Dawa Dunya, I know that he goes live, but he's not so. I mean, he doesn't claim that he's very educated, and
Yeah, I know
unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, he's I guess in USA, and when he goes live, he goes around 1 a.m. my time until 5 a.m. something. It's the time that I cannot talk to him. But the thing is that at the end of the day, he's not somebody that he claimed that he knows.
Yeah.
He's
So Muhammad Hijab is clearly
Yeah,
someone.
yeah,
He
yes.
went with Jordan Peterson. He has many.
Yeah. So such a people like Muhammad Hijab, that EF Dawa also, they claim to be gladiators of Islam, but they have blocked me. EF
No, they're
Dawa.
funny to me, man. They're funny.
Yes, but
Ali
anyway,
Dawa especially, he's very funny.
yeah, he's very, very, they are very, very uneducated, unfortunately. When he say that He believed in killing the apostate, and he say, "I'm proud. We are proud of it. We are proud of it."
Yeah. We will be watching. That's what he said once. He had this statement about Muslims who leave Islam. The day when Islam will rise, or something like that. He said, "You guys will be stoned and burned and thrown out of roofs, and we will be watching."
Really?
Like
Wow.
I don't know anyone who makes that kind of rhetoric.
Okay. He should be actually charged for such a statement. Really.
No,
I mean,
that's a brutal statement to
yes,
say that.
brutal. Yes, it is brutal, and it is it should be criminalized, such a statement, actually, so that he shut his mouth, for saying such a stupid things. Understand? You cannot go live and say anything you want. We will behead everybody, we will burn everybody. All these crazy things is you cannot. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be allowed to say. Because if somebody follow you, then it's catastrophe.
Yeah, I get that. But oh, by the way, where's Martin today?
I don't know, actually. Martin, I haven't heard anything. I was thinking maybe he will join, but maybe he's busy. Sometimes he's busy. Stephen, I hope that he will join as well. Anybody has any question in the chat, please join. That's I will put the link once again. Maybe Abraham's questions, are finished.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm empty for now. I mean,
Yeah, no problem. Now, I just would like to say to you, Abraham, because you said you are agnostic. It's as I said, it's not as long as you are a good person, so it is fine. But just for exchange of information, I was myself. Yes, I was myself atheist.
like you didn't believe at all that there was a God?
No, I mean, I was looking, I was 25, around 25. I was looking around, is there any God? I was just looking around, no evidence. So I just said, oh, God doesn't exist. But later, when I learned.
Did you think about it? Like, daily, would it concern
No.
you if there is or not a God?
Not at all. I just said there is no God, that's all. And then later, of course, I learned that there is an end to this world. There are three different possibilities: the big chill, the big crunch, and the big reap. But there is an end, definitely. So when I learned about Hinduism, and they were believing in reincarnation, and you reincarnate forever, there was no end. And they don't talk paganism. They don't talk about the end for this world. So I started to think that how could, prophets thousands of years ago know that there is an end to this universe, to this world that we are living in? That made me to think, and I slowly started to realize that God has created us for a reason. The reason is not that we worship Him, okay? Unlike some many believers think, okay?
But in the Quran, it does say that you have to be the slave of Allah.
No,
in perfect Arabic, it means slave. The word.
No,
like,
okay.
Abdul.
Look, no, I know. But the thing is that you can many words in Quran has interpretation, okay? So it is obeying, okay? And a slave also obey, and a slave, listen to his master, okay? So it is not that kind of slave. It's just that you obey, okay? You obey his commands, and you don't question that, all right? Because he knows better. He knows everything, okay? First of all, I have to answer, do you think those guys would do something to Memoji? Which guys?
I think he's referring to Ali Dawa and the people we were talking about.
Okay. If they caught you, if you were in a, for example, ISIS state that they are living in, they would, yes, do something to you. But where you are safe, okay? Thanks God, yeah. Anyway, so I realized that God didn't create us to worship Him. He doesn't need us at all, because He's almighty. He has created the entire universe, okay?
Even in the Quran, it refers that Allah doesn't need us.
Yes, He doesn't need us. It is we who need him. We need him for guidance. We need him to guide us to a better world, and he has done it. Okay, in the past, we had a lot of problems. I always say that, for example, Jesus, peace be upon him, changed the entire, many nations like Romans and Greeks who were crucifying people. They were putting people in stadiums and killing them and so on. All these things disappear. In Persia, despite it was one of the greatest empire, because of a prophet of God that 5,000 years ago, Zarathustra, he taught them three major commands, and from those three commands, it came up a nation that never had slaves, never had gladiators, never crucified people, stoned people, and such things. Such a barbaric acts didn't happen. Okay, so they didn't do such a things. And Arabs who were burying their daughters alive, for example, Prophet Muhammad stopped them, and many other things. So God has sent us prophets to guide us to a better world. And still, I say always that if we can solve our problems today, then we don't need any more God. Okay, we don't need religion. Maybe somebody need it for, just how do you say it, personal, spiritual life. Okay, but we don't need it anymore like that. If it cannot change the current situation we have, if it cannot change it to better, then we don't need God anymore. We need it in the past, but we don't need it anymore. But I believe that we need God because we have a lot of problems and we cannot solve them. And God is going to guide us out of this jungle that we are living in. So that's why I think that, except that.
We were supposed to actually inherently, we are in the end, each and every one of us, the extremists, the good people, the ones who don't care, everyone are a piece of Adam. You know who Adam is? The first person.
Yes.
If Adam wouldn't have sinned or wouldn't have made the mistake, wouldn't have been human, we would have been in paradise forever and ever.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So what you are essentially doing here, and this is me being Jewish a little bit, what you are doing here is you're trying to repair the sin of Adam.
Okay. No, actually, I'm so sorry I have to say like that, but me and there are many people who believe that Adam, peace be upon him, he wasn't in heaven. He was on earth, on our planet Earth. He was just.
I get it.
Yes, we believe that he was in a garden. Okay. They never were, in another place. In that case, it would make them aliens, okay? That we were in another place and then we were just put here. So we would be aliens. But Allah says in Quran.
Even in that context, heaven doesn't mean that it's not from Earth. It's just not inherently connected to Earth. That's the idea. It's not, there's not a claim that it's out of space or something like that, because people back in the day didn't even know that it was out of space.
Okay, that's maybe. I mean, it's. I believe that
philosophically, I'm just saying that's the understanding.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, but I believe that it is not here. Okay, on this planet, because it is after we die, we are going to be souls. We are like energy. We are not bodies. We are not material anymore. So we cannot be in this world. Okay, and wherever we go, it must be in another dimension, not in this universe at all. Nowhere in this universe. Has to be in another dimension, because we are souls, we are energy, we are not anymore material. Anyway, so in Quran says also that we created everything from water. Some goes on their belly, some goes on their 4 feet, and some on 2 feet. Those 2 feet are us, of course, yeah? So we are created from water. We are created on this planet Earth, okay? And I believe those stories are metaphorical, okay? The story of Adam, Eve, and the Satan. I believe that God was trying to give us a message, okay? That,
I clearly also think it's metaphorical.
Yes, metaphor that Satan, I say Satan doesn't exist in that form. I have said it many times. Satan is the system that, lead us to all bad deeds. And God wants us to get, that's why we stand always towards Mecca and we say, 5 times a day we say, show me the right way, show me the right way. Okay, the right way is equality, which the symbol is in Mecca.
How
And
do you
we
know
have
that
to,
it's in Mecca? How would
okay, yes, yeah, because the symbol is there when we go. We have to dress equal. And we have just 2 material, cotton material, covered with 2 white cotton materials. The material is also uh, mentioned. It has to be cotton. It doesn't have to be anything else. Nobody can have silk. So there is no rich, no poor. You cannot have, jewelries or anything. Okay, so
Yeah,
it
it's
has,
the idea of the one ummah.
yes, not the one ummah. The idea of equality, the idea of no rich, no poor. Okay,
Well,
so
no, I get that that's what you're saying, but that's what a lot of Muslim
yeah,
Muhammad
yeah,
hijab and everything. That's what they'll say, that it's one ummah. That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
dream.
but
That's their
yes,
dream, that everyone will be the ummah of Islam.
okay, no, that's something else. Okay, I will come to that one ummah as well. That Allah says in Quran that one day everybody will be righteous. Okay, so everybody will accept one day that this jungle is not, where we belong. Yeah, this jungle, we have to get rid of this jungle. We have to live in an equal world, and so that's the idea of Mecca. And when we go there, we are all equal, and we have to reject the opposite of the equality, which is inequality. And the symbol of that is Satan. Okay, so Satan is in reality the system of inequality, which we call it today also capitalism. Okay, in that system, you can kill billions of people and become rich. Okay, so this system allows you on, it not only allows you, but even encourages you to do that. Okay, and Satan's job is that to encourages you to fool you. Yeah, that do this bad. So all the system. So I say that if capitalism doesn't exist, okay, and Satan exists, Satan cannot fool us at all. Satan will be powerless. But if Satan doesn't exist and capitalism exists, we still do all bad deeds. Okay, so do you understand, Abraham?
Okay.
Do you
So
understand
I'll have a following up question. Yeah, I do
yes,
understand
yes,
your answer.
yes,
I'll have
yes,
a following up question to that.
yes, please.
So in a sense, are you trying to say that you believe that the jungle, in a sense here, because you said something about capitalism and everything, so I'm just trying to make
If I
that in my
say what?
question.
If I say
Yeah.
what?
So you're trying to say in a sense that you believe that there should not be a hierarchy.
I'm
You know
saying
what a
that
hierarchy is?
hierarchy. Now, what do you mean with that hierarchy?
Hierarchy is a power of position. Let's say you are in a company, right?
Okay.
Let's say, I don't know, NASA, whatever. So
Okay.
you have the cleaning lady. She's in the bottom of the food chain,
Okay.
and then you have the CEO who is in the top. He owns the
Okay.
company.
All right.
And then you have the people in between. You have the secretaries. You have this, and
Oh yeah.
it's a hierarchy of it's a structural hierarchy of position of power, for instance.
Okay.
So you're saying that there shouldn't be a hierarchy at all?
No, I say that of course there should be positions. Okay, but people should
Okay, no,
work.
that's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Because
No.
if you say that there is not, then you will be a communist.
No.
That's
Look.
all.
The idea might be the same, okay, but I say it is not communism, it is Islam. Okay, I believe that nobody should get money for what they do. They should get reward, and they will get reward according to Islam. Yeah, they get reward for what they do. For example, let me see, there is a hadith, I think, says that Prophet Muhammad says that working is a worship, so if you, for example, work in a bar and selling alcohol, is that worship? No. So what was Prophet Muhammad? What he meant was that working free, okay, we call it fi sabilillah, for the way of God. So when you work and you don't get charity, like doing something good to people, okay, you don't get money for that. That's why you get reward. But if I just go to my company or whatever work and I get money, I'm not going to get reward. So in that society, we just get reward. We don't get money, and we get everything free as well. Okay. So there is an equal society that God wants us to live in that. in that society, there will be no war, there will be no prostitution, no drugs, no anything. Everything will be perfect and beautiful. Okay, so that's is Islamic idea, and that's why I converted to Islam, not because God exists. Okay, if God exists and cannot do anything for me,
No,
for our
because I
society,
understand that because you see the potential in Islam to take you out of what you call
yes,
the jungle. No, I
yes,
understand your mindset clearly.
yes, yes. Abraham, I say that if God cannot guide us out of this jungle, He cannot solve our problems. Why I have to worship Him? I'm not worshiping Him. In reality, I said I obey His message. Okay, but if
So
He
that's the
cannot do,
Jewish and Christian idea of the Messiah.
yes,
That's where the
exactly.
Messiah comes in.
That's is in Islam as well, Mahdi, the Messiah also. But I believe that nobody will come. We are the Messiah. You are the Messiah, Abraham. I am the Messiah. Anton is the Messiah. Syed is the Messiah. Everybody are the Messiah if they want. Okay.
I wouldn't say we are the Messiah. I would say
If
we're all bringing the Messiah.
No, I say that.
In that
No,
sense.
what I'm saying that I say we can be the Messiah. Okay, if we do something, if we try to guide people towards freedom, towards a better world, then we are the Messiah, because Messiah's job is that to guide us, take us from this hell, from this jungle, out to a better place, to a better world. Okay, that's his job. So, but if we do it ourselves, then we are the Messiah. I say God is, if He was
Is there a
going to,
reference to that in the Quran that we are all the Messiah?
no, there is no in the Quran, but in the Mahdi, Mahdi concept in Islam, he has another name. He has the leader of the time. That's also his attribution.
So he's a leader, but it's a leader
Oh,
is singular, man.
No,
That's
look,
what I'm saying.
leader of the time. The name is leader of the time. So anybody, and his job is to liberate people. Okay, so it means that anybody, anytime, liberate people is a Mahdi. Okay, it is according our understanding. Okay, for example, I say that Mahatma Gandhi was the Mahdi of Indian people. He liberated them. Okay, maybe he wasn't a great Mahdi or perfect Mahdi, but he did something that Mahdi is supposed to do. Okay, so I say Mahdi, Messiah, no one will come. Okay, so we are those who, because if God was going to send a Superman to save us, He would have sent that Superman 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago. A good example is this, Abraham. Today, Syrian people have been bombed, get killed, and so on. Okay, let's say Second World War. Okay, people were bombed, getting killed everywhere. Such a terrible situation. Now, if, for example, in Germany or in Sweden or in France, people have problems, but they don't have such much problems. If Mahdi or a Messiah fall from the sky in the middle of Paris and say, hey, I have come and save you, people say, oh, come on, you should come Second World War. Why you came now? We don't have much problem now. Am I right or wrong, Abraham? Abraham?
In a sense, you're right, but I can also argue that happiness is very relative. And I'll explain. You could have rich people who are born like in the suburbs, and like their life is perfect, but they're miserable people. And then in the age at 30, you see them locked in a mental hospital. So I think that happiness and the feeling about the world is very relative. And I'll give you an extra explanation. Look at what the West is facing today. And I'm not talking about Islam now. I'm talking about the West itself, the own population itself. What is happening now is you're having a lot of social justice warriors who are claiming to be social justice, but all they're doing is they're trying to teach people about like sexual norms and whatever, and trying to change definitions like what is a woman and what is a man. So these are also things that I can say are from the devil in a sense, and it's confusing for people. So you have people who would affirm that, and they're very sad in their hearts. So if the Messiah will come in a very clear way, I could also say that they will understand. Maybe he will clear the pain out of their hearts, because that's what a Westerner could say.
Okay.
Because it's not all happiness in the West. People are not happy. People maybe live better, but when you're saying happiness, it's very relative.
Okay. I have to say hello to Anton first. Hello, Anton, my brother. How are you?
Hello, Muji.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, very good.
I am, yes. I hope you are doing well.
Yes, very good. Anton, maybe you understand my point. Anton, you have a lot of. Okay, no, it's Sayed. Sayed has
No,
a lot of.
it's not me. It's not
Yeah,
me. I
it's
muted
Sayed.
myself.
Yes, I muted Sayed because I thought it's you. It was Sayed. Sayed, you have a lot of back, noise. Anton, what do you think? I think Abraham brought something else because I said, Abraham, I'm sorry, it's just don't think that it is a debate. It's just a discussion. Okay, so
Yeah, of
let's.
course.
Yes,
I will
yes,
absolutely agree.
yes. So Anton, what I meant is that if there is a Messiah who is going to come and liberate us and save us from all bad deeds and so what do you think if he fall now in the middle of Norway, for example? Norway was occupied by Germans, okay, and they were getting killed and so on. They were under oppression, they were bombed and so on. So he fall in the middle of Oslo because now they have quite good life, okay, quite good life, and he fall there and say, "Oh, I've come to save you." And don't you think that people will say, "Come on, man, why you didn't come 70 years ago when we had all these problems? Why you came now?" What do you think, Anton? What would they say?
Yes, I think he should have come earlier, like you said.
Yes,
But
yes, because we are going to good times, actually. Yes, yes, Anton.
so do you think any Messiah that doesn't come now is because we are in good
I
times?
say no. I say that, Anton. What I mean is that we have gotten the instruction. The way has been shown to us 1400 years. It has been shown to us the way, the right way out of the jungle. It is we who have to get out of this jungle through that way, through that guidance. He's not going to send somebody to save us. How that somebody is going to save us from all problems? Okay, there are three possibilities. I have been thinking about that. Let's say Mahdi will come, or Messiah, or Jesus, whatever. He fall now from the sky and say, "I am here. I'm going to fix all problems." So he has three different possibilities. Either he has to take away our free will, and we just do like angels. We don't do bad deeds at all. In that case, he has to, somehow provide us food, clothes, and shelter, everything. Okay, that's one way to take our free will away. As I said, like robots. Okay. One thing is that. The second thing is that he has to force us by force. If anybody do anything bad, I'm going to, behead that person or burn him alive, or so on. Okay, this is the second option, which is both of them are out of question. The third option is that he has to get rid of the system that guide us. This system that I said, the jungle system. He has to get rid of that, and that system he cannot get rid of it by force, by anything except by people understanding it and people accept it, which we can do that ourselves. We don't need somebody come again like a prophet and teach us that. Yes, Anton, do you understand me?
Yeah. So is is it okay if I disagree with you?
Yes. What do you mean? What do you think? You think I'd be angry with you? I would like that you
No,
Yeah, he
but
discuss
likes
with
this.
me.
He
Yes,
actually likes this.
yes,
no,
yes. I like that. Yeah, yeah.
not about that. About something else. You said 1400 years ago there was instructions on how to get out of the jungle, right?
Yes, we have asked 1400 years, show me the right way, okay? And I believe that he has shown us the right way, okay? Yes, so that's
So
that's what I said, yeah.
if this is true, how come in 1400 years we have not gotten out
Okay.
of the jungle,
All right,
as
yes,
you call it?
yes. This is what everybody asks always, yes. The thing is that I have said it many times. It was too early for people to understand it, okay? Now
Uh,
we have started to understand it, okay? Who was
okay.
it? Hello? Yes, LT
Say again,
Gerbery.
sir.
LT, hello, how are you? Hello, LT.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Hello.
I don't
Is it
know. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
we heard you,
hello.
sir.
We can hear you.
We hear you. Yes, please.
Okay.
LT, do you want to say something?
Okay.
Hello?
Gregory
I'm,
Stevens.
no, I'm, you do realize that this is Lieutenant Gregory Stevens that you're talking with.
Okay, this is the,
Okay.
let me see, banned from studio. Okay, banned from studio because this is that guy again.
What guy?
The guy, yes, he's a spam guy. He was the last time again here, and Stephen was here also. He's a spam guy. He's coming and say he's a lieutenant. You're talking to lieutenant and something like this.
What? And he's just like talking nonsense, or like what is he?
Yeah,
What is he doing? What is
no,
this
he
for?
doesn't. He doesn't say anything. He just say, "Do you realize that you are talking to lieutenant?" He's some, I don't know. It was Stephen who said he's a spam guy. He's going other places. He's going other places also. Saying things like this, and
Really?
he's just
Muji,
Yes,
all we
yes.
can do is pray for him.
I
Yes,
was
yes.
not here the last time. I wouldn't know.
No, he was here also again before, and then I didn't know him, but Stephen said that he's a spam guy. He's going other places also do the same thing, and he just wanted. I don't know what he want to do, but anyway.
So prior, there was something I couldn't join because I was doing other things, and
Yes.
I might have to leave as well. But you were Abraham was saying something about Adam and Eve.
Okay.
And,
Yes.
Yeah, you're referring to him saying to us fixing the sin of Adam.
Yes.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Muji, or if you disagree with me, but
I'm disagreeing with you, and you are wrong. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Please.
So
yeah.
in Islam, it's a little different.
Yeah.
The thing about Adam, it's not that people went out of the garden because of Adam doing something. He committed sin, but he was forgiven. Correct me if I'm wrong, Muji.
Yes.
There is no original sin, and
No,
there
there is
was
no original sin. No, we don't believe in original sin. Okay.
Yeah, so he was forgiven, and
Okay.
the fact that we're not in the garden anymore has nothing to do with Adam. It was part of Allah's plan. Of course,
Yes.
I don't believe in this story.
I know.
That's the version.
No, what I'm saying, I said that these are metaphors.
No, I didn't understand that.
No, Anton, what I said also was that it is a metaphor. Okay, I don't know even. I say that Satan doesn't exist in that form at all. This is all a story to give us, a message. Okay, a message that there is a force. Okay, it doesn't necessarily to be a being. Okay. There is a force, a dark force that guides you to bad deeds. Okay, this is his job. Okay, what is that force? That force is, for me, the system that we are living in. And Quran says that Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality and bad deeds. So what spread poverty among us, for me, in real life is the capitalist system, when 1% of the world population, they own 50% of the total capital of the planet, while they send hundreds of millions of people to poverty. They live on $1 or $2 a day. So this is the Satan, for me, is this according Quran, that the spread poverty among people and lead people to bad deeds. And Satan's weapon to guide people to bad deeds is poverty, according Quran. If there is no poverty, then he cannot guide people to bad deeds, Anton. Yeah.
So I have a question. You're telling me that you don't believe Satan exists?
I believe Satan exists, but not in that sense. Satan is the system which we call it capitalism. Okay, that's the Satan.
So,
okay?
But what about the story with Adam?
I said
Eve,
that
where Satan speaks to Eve and does a bunch of things.
I know. I say that these are metaphor. These are message for us to say that there is a force. In those times, thousands of years ago, didn't make sense.
Believe. But can I say something? But they also believe that Adam is a prophet, right?
I know. I know.
So
Okay.
if
Exactly.
he's a prophet, so he has to, you know what I mean? That's the point.
So,
I know.
would you then say, Muji, that Adam is also metaphor,
No,
and
I
there was
say,
no?
okay. First of all, we don't believe that. I mean, I don't believe that we are all from Adam and Eve. We were living on this planet. People have been evolved. I believe in evolution. So Adam and Eve were not the first people on this planet. Okay. And even if they
No,
were
but the
not,
Quran clearly states that they are as the Bible
I know,
as well.
but no, Quran doesn't say that they were the first people, okay? And Quran doesn't say it clearly at all that they were the first people. But I say that even Adam and Eve, they were real people, but the story was metaphor. Satan is, let's say, that's why I want this discussion. Anton, put yourself as a believer, okay, Anton? Would you put yourself
Okay,
as a believer for a few minutes? So, do
I
you
do
know?
my best.
Okay. Do you know what is Satan's job? Isn't it to fool people? Do you know that or not?
It's trying to convince them not
To do
to
bad.
follow Allah.
Yeah. No. Look. Not only that. I mean, if I do a bad deeds, if I go and steal something, if I go and rape somebody, if I do all these things, bad deeds, is it Satan who guided me or fooled me, or I did it myself without Satan?
Well, the Quran says Satan whispers
Yes, Satan
with
whispers.
in you, but I believe that it's not Satan. It's all you. That's what I
Okay, no,
believe.
I'm not talking. Look, I said put yourself as a Muslim. So if you
Okay.
say yes, so you have to say what Quran says. So Satan whisper, and then I said Quran says Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. Okay, so it is Satan who lead us to immorality according Quran. Am I right or not?
Yeah, if I was a believer, I would say that
Yes,
it's Satan whispering on people,
yes. Okay,
getting
yes.
them to do stuff.
Okay, so if I have given this example many times, if you, for example, have a diamond in your house that costs $20 million, and Satan whisper in my ear that go and steal that diamond, okay? So I come and steal that diamond. Was it Satan, or if Satan didn't exist, would I come and steal that diamond, steal or not?
Wait, are you asking me if there was no Satan, would you still
If there
steal?
was no Satan, would I still come and steal that Satan? That diamond.
Yeah, I
Well,
would say, I would think it's possible.
yeah. So what? But then, who is Satan? Well, if I look, if let's
I
say,
mean, not you. No, I don't believe that you would,
no.
Muji. Like
Let's just say,
personally, I don't think you would steal my diamond.
no. Look, I say just imagine. Okay, just imagine that I'm an ordinary person. Okay. Okay, let's say a criminal, okay, somebody who can do that, okay. So I have to say like this, Anton, if Adolf Hitler didn't exist, Second World War wouldn't happen, okay. Nobody can say that Second World War would happen anyway, okay. At least it wouldn't happen in 1940. It was Adolf Hitler who started the Second World War. It was his idea, all those, Aryan race and so on. So if Adolf Hitler didn't exist, you cannot say that Adolf Hitler didn't exist. Second World War would happen anyway in 1940. I say no, it wouldn't happen in 1940, even if it happened maybe many years later and much differently. The way it happened was only Adolf Hitler's, job. Okay,
but it could still happen, right?
I don't know.
Very different.
No.
Very different, but it could still something
no.
happen.
No, Anton, I say I cannot predict it. Maybe it wouldn't happen at all. Okay, maybe it wouldn't happen at all. But even it happened, it wouldn't happen 1940. It wouldn't happen in that way. 6 million Jews get killed. Maybe no Jews would get killed. Maybe somebody else. Maybe the Second World War would start from Russia. Okay, and they didn't have anything against Jews. So only Adolf Hitler could do that. So you cannot say that if Satan didn't exist, that criminal man would anyway come and steal your diamond. So who the hell is Satan then, Anton? Why Satan was created then?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not. I don't agree with you there, because I don't think Adolf Hitler would be the only. I mean, the World War II is not the only massacre and the only war that has ever happened. There has been other
Yeah, there's been like the
examples.
Golden Horde, the Mongols, the Romans,
I know. I'm saying
the
what I'm saying.
Carthaginians, and
Yes,
I could
yes,
go
yes.
on and on and on.
No,
Yeah, what about the Romans? You
no.
see the
Look,
Romans, Muji?
what? No, what I'm saying is that I say it wouldn't happen 1940. It would happen maybe 1950, 1960. I don't say no war would happen. What I'm saying is that that war, 1940, wouldn't happen. Okay. If, for example, First World War, if that guy who killed that, I don't know, was a king or whatever, that somebody killed the king and then the war started. If that incident didn't happen, maybe the first war would happen later or differently. But I say that at least even if the Second World War happened, at least maybe Jews wouldn't get massacred. Okay, so the only one who did it was Adolf Hitler. Came with this idea. What I'm trying to say is that what is Satan's job? If he doesn't exist and people still are going to do bad deeds, then who is this guy? Who is the Satan? Why we are? Why
You're trying
Quran?
to make the point that Satan tries to deceive us by not
Yes.
understanding that he's Satan.
No, I'm trying to say that if Satan doesn't exist, then we will not do bad deeds according religion. Okay, according Abrahamic religion, Satan is
I
the
actually have to
biggest.
disagree on that. I have to disagree on that because what at least I understand from reading the Old Testament, and
Okay.
this is not a Christian understanding because I don't come from the Christian school of thought when it comes to the Old Testament, but that's our
Yes.
understanding. Satan is part of God's plan, but not in the
Okay.
sense that he's separate from God. And
Okay.
I'll tell you why he's part of God's plan, because Satan is actually there for the benefit of you. He's there to make you fail in order for you to grow.
All right.
That's the
Okay.
basic
So yes.
understanding about
Yes.
Satan.
Okay. So I'm so sorry then. What I'm going to say, I should say Islamically. Okay. True Islamically, because in Islam, Satan is the biggest enemy of mankind. Okay. Satan is the only enemy of mankind that guide people to bad deeds. Okay. And when Satan didn't prostrate, then he said that give me time so that I attack them from left, from right, from up, everywhere, and misguide them. Okay. So according
So it
Quran,
doesn't really sound Abrahamic. Like, I'm sorry that I'm saying this, but it
no.
doesn't
Okay.
really sound Abrahamic.
All right. So it is maybe different to Christianity and Judaism, because Christianity, actually, somebody told me Satan is the second son of God. Okay. So a priest told me Satan is the second son of God. This is totally not Islamic. Okay.
You really said that?
Yes, he said it. There was a priest, and I think Martin said that it is Mormonism, but it was actually it was a priest in a Catholic church in Stockholm, and he told
You
me
sure
that
they're Catholic or Orthodox? Because they look the same in some sense.
No, I know, but Orthodox is, I know that it's Russian, and it is maybe 15 minutes by bicycle from my home. I can go and ask them again because he was clearly telling me when I talked to him about Satan, he said that we believe Satan was second son of God and he rebelled. And I was.
Are you
Yeah,
sure? Are you sure
yeah,
he said that?
I'm 100% sure. Okay. And I thought that this movie, Thor, I was thinking that's a movie, but he told me like this, and I realized that, oh, there is a belief like that. In that movie Thor, Satan is that guy was second son of so-called God and so on. Anyway, it was something like that. So what I'm saying is according Quran, that Satan is the only enemy of mankind, and he says clearly that I'm going to fool humanity from everywhere. And then Quran says Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. So it is Satan's job to guide us to immorality. Hourglass want to say something. Don't you think?
Okay.
Have you read about Satan in Quran?
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yes. So a lot of interesting questions. Yes. When it comes to the devil, I I believe that yes, the devil is any he whispers anything that is evil, and he tries to mislead humanity. And I believe that Brother Muji believes that the devil it's like it's a system, right? It's not a physical being. It's
Yes.
like capitalism, for instance. Yes,
Mhm.
I appreciate that. That
Yeah.
makes
Thank
sense
you.
because we have so much evil today, poverty, homelessness, people going hungry, and
And
people
But
all
you
this.
had that even in the
can.
past. You had
Sorry,
that in
no.
the
Wait,
past.
wait.
It was worse in the past.
Okay, yes, I have to tell you, Abraham, about that. The past. Capitalism doesn't mean that the modern name. Capitalism. What I mean is the inequality system, the system of inequality that has happened in the past too. The only time that people were sharing with each other, it was when we were hunters. We were hunting and then sharing with each other. After that, we started to when we could gather capital, when we started to farm, and we wanted
Farm.
more.
Okay.
Yes, and we wanted more land, more cattle and so on, so we started to
So,
take from each
so in
other.
an extended sense, you guys are trying to make the case that, like, let's say, technology and like those kind of stuff are leading us to a bad path.
No, what I'm saying, that Abraham, what I'm saying is that gathering capital at all is the devil. Okay, when you can gather capital, then you produce it is very, very easy to understand, my brother. When you can gather capital, you produce cigarettes and kill 5 million people every year. You know yourself that cigarette is killing 5 million people every year, because some people can sell cigarettes and become billionaires. Alcohol, you kill
Well, that's
millions
part of
of
the
people.
dilemma of freedom. That's part of the dilemma of freedom, because freedom, you're
Freedom.
free to do all.
No, okay, look, freedom doesn't mean that you can kill people, you can fool people. Freedom doesn't mean that you
Well,
can
people are
So,
not
produce.
what
fooled
would you
when they smoke
suggest?
cigarettes.
Yes, wait. Yes, Anton.
What would you suggest instead, Muji? What
I've
is
yes, I have said it.
communism?
No, I have said, look, you just right away go to communism. What I have said is that God wants us to live equal in an equal world where nobody can has this opportunity to gather billions of dollars by producing weapons, by producing drugs, by producing tobacco, by
So
producing,
you're talking about, let's say, the cartels and stuff like that, but you have to be very specific with what you're attacking.
no.
Like,
Look,
I
We need
wouldn't
better
attack Bill
laws.
Gates on earning his money. He well
no,
deserves all the money that he has.
no, Abraham.
We need better laws.
No, my Abraham, what I'm saying is that is not about cartels. Okay, when it comes to this system, cartels also comes. That's what you are talking about is social democracy. For example, like in Sweden, okay, and the gap is closer. Okay, what I'm talking about is that there is no gap at all. Okay, this is the fight in Quran between oppressed and oppressor. And Quran says that we promise that one day oppressed will rule and inherit the planet. This is this promise of God in Quran, that one day oppressed will rule and inherit the planet. So when the oppressed rule and inherit the planet, there will be no oppressed and no oppressor anymore. Okay, so there will be one class. Okay, so I believe in equality, and the symbol of that, I said it is Mecca, where we are all equal. Nobody is rich, nobody is poor, and we say to God,
Kissing the Kaaba or something like that.
so it doesn't have anything to do with kissing the Kaaba. It is just about going around the Kaaba with the dress of equality, Abraham, and say, I believe in it, I accept it. These are the words that we say there. Okay, I believe in it and I accept it. What I believe in.
Do you feel unified with the people there?
Yes, I feel unified. Yes, of course not. No. Look, of course not. After they leave there, they might be a bad person. I don't know what are they in there.
No, but when you're there, the sense that we would.
When I'm there, I don't see a rich or a poor. We are all equal. We are the same. Understand? When I'm there, I just see human being. Okay, I don't see.
How many times did you detach your life?
I just went once. It wasn't even Hajj, it was Umrah. I went, okay? I didn't go to Hajj. And I went to shoot my movie. By the way, there was a movie that is my channel as well. It is The Last Message of God. So I believe that God wants us to live equal, to get rid of inequality, because God has created everything for everybody equal. You are not superior to me. I'm not superior to you. And unfortunately, we, like animals, we have taken everything from each other. I am the best. I want the most. Understand? I'm the strongest. So this is the jungle law, that you are the strongest, you get the most. You are the weakest, you get little or nothing and have to die. So God doesn't want us to live in this jungle. He wants us to live in a human world. Okay. So this is what my belief, Abraham.
That's your understanding from what you get from the Quran.
Yes, that's my understanding. And not only my understanding, my organization also understand that one. Okay. We are millions, as I have said it many times. So we believe.
No, I get that, but like, where are those millions from, those people?
And
I'm trying to understand the geography of the
okay, all right, I will bring it. By the way,
because it is important to understand that, because I know that there's a lot of schools of thought in Islam itself that it also comes from demographics.
Okay. By the way, when I say such a things to Christians says that, oh, we believe in it too. Okay, so I don't know, but but I believe.
No, because that sounds similar. Yeah.
Yes, that sounds. So
by the way,
yes.
I have a question for Muji, if that is okay.
Yes, fine, absolutely.
So, the question is: do you believe that Satan has intentions? That Satan wants something?
Okay, if look.
Sorry to go back to the Satan topic.
No, I know. I say that I have to say that this, as I said from beginning, that's metaphor. Satan is our nature, the system of our nature. Okay, and it is our nature is the animal nature that we believe. I mean, I want the most. That's selfishness. Okay, it is the same in animals as well. They want to take from each other, and we do the same. We are absolutely animal, but we are just the smartest. And God has created us this way so that he can communicate to us that I don't want you to live and die like animal. I want you to live and die like human being. Okay. And a human being should be the further you are from your nature, the animal nature, the better you are in front of God. Okay. God, and that's sacrificial. Chapter 49, verse 13, I think Allah says that the one who has, let me read it for you directly. 49, 13.
So Satan is an object. It would be like the sun, for example. No, does not have a will, does not have intentions.
Let me first read this verse for you. Chapter 49, verse 13. O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you people and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the one who sacrificed most of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing all ever. So I said Satan is our nature. Okay. Satan is not an entity. It is our nature, which is that nature is selfishness, that just me, I want only everything for me. And we start to gather capital. Okay. And we are ready to kill millions of people in order to become richer. Okay. So that's the Satan, and God wants us to live equal and get away from that, our nature, and sacrifice. He said in this verse that the one who sacrificed most is the best in the sight of Allah. Okay. So yes.
Sacrifice what?
Yes. Sacrifice what? Sacrifice is to help others, to give away. Okay. And for example, my organization, they are sacrificing the most. They don't get a single dollar. They just have spent the entire life to save Iranian people. Okay. I have to bring that.
That's a form of jihad.
Yes, a form of jihad, yes, but jihad doesn't mean always to fight with
No, I
weapon.
know that. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I know there's self jihad. There's different kind of things. I understand
Yes,
that.
yes. So it is, for example, they can have a good life. Let me see if I can share it, okay? Because I know that I always have problem with sharing this, screen from
By the
here.
way, I think that Gomez wants to ask you a question.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
I see.
Yes, you see
Is
this.
that a roundabout in the middle of?
Yes, this roundabout, okay? And these are people, Abraham, that some of these are thousands just, but we are millions and we all believe in what I said, okay? And they are the most righteous people for me that I know because they have sacrificed everything they have. And it's not just 1 year or 2 years. Some of them 50 years they have been sacrificing, or the leader 57 years. They don't have any personal life. They don't get a single dollar, and they have been killed. Hundreds of them have been killed in this battle to save people, Iranian people, from oppression. And you see men and women are there. And we all believe in equality. We believe in equal work, okay? So, yes, Anton?
Yeah. So what? That was the flag of Iran.
Yes, that was a flag of Iran, yes.
I see. So what's my, just to clarify about what you were saying about Satan, you would then consider Satan like an abstract object?
I consider Satan as a system. I have explained it. The system that is in our nature. Okay, our nature
So
is an animal nature. Okay, our animal nature, and it's following the nature of jungle. That I'm stronger and I get most, and I get more or most. Yes.
so
Okay.
this system doesn't have desires or personality, right?
No, the system doesn't have this. The system is not a person or entity. System is created by us, by our nature. Okay, it is a law. Let's say it is a law. Okay, law doesn't have anything, any feeling or whatever. Okay, so the law is the law of jungle. That's the Satan. Okay, let's say, for example, the law of ISIS. Okay, that's a terrible law, but that's a law. That's not a person, or that's not an entity. Okay, that law says that you have the right to, for example, crucify people or whatever you can do. So this system is a law. This Satan is a law. The law that allows you, okay, says that you have the right, Anton, to kill millions of people, okay, to become rich. By what? By producing tobacco, by producing drugs, by producing alcohol, by producing weapons, by producing all these things. Okay, or you have if you steal that diamond from Anton, you become millionaire because that costs $20 billion. So this law allows people to do bad deeds. Okay, human trafficking is $150 billion industry. Okay, that system allows people to gather $110 trillion, which I said, and make hundreds of millions of people living in poverty, $1 or $2 a day. Exactly what Quran says. Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. That 1% are not Satan. The system that allows them is Satan. Okay. If that system didn't exist, that 1% wouldn't be able to gather so much capital. Can you imagine, Anton? 1% of the world population, they own 50% of the total capital of the planet, which is $110 trillion. While 50% of the total population of the planet, they own less than 0.5%, which is $1.7 trillion. And even that one is not shared equally between them. Anton?
Could I?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to ask another question about along the same lines as the one I was asking you about, the headscarf, because I know that you believe in equality, and that's good. Equality, such as women can have get jobs. They don't have to stay home and do nothing. They can be part of society.
Yes,
The
definitely.
problem, yes, the problem is the extremists.
Mhm.
They tell us otherwise. They say women, especially in hot countries, they have to cover their faces because it's it's
Mhm.
tempting to men, and that they should hide everything. And yes,
Mhm.
so but I read the verse from the Quran. It does, I did, like you said, it refers to covering the bosoms. It
Mhm.
doesn't say head or hair.
No, it doesn't say.
So yes,
Mhm. Yeah, thank you.
yes,
Yes, of course, these extremists, they want to keep women at home. And they even, I mean, this, I think it was Daniel Isis Chu who was saying that women should share their husbands because they want more sex themselves. So that's why they teach women that you should share your husband with other women. I mean, this is so crazy. So why shouldn't you share your wife with other men? You know, why just Abraham?
Hey, can I ask you guys both a question?
Yes, please.
yes,
Um, do you guys believe though that in some sort of state, a man has to have some authority over his wife? Like, for instance, I'll tell you this. Let's say a man is married, right? And then his
Mhm.
wife goes to him, well, no, you know what? I think I'm going to go hit the bar right now, take off my wedding ring, but I'm going to go hit the bar right now. Sit down and chill out.
Okay.
12
All
o'clock
right.
at night.
Mhm. All right. So no, of course, there is no authority over
There is,
each other.
so you would let your wife to go out?
I mean, look, I say that we have to treat each other equally, okay, the same way. If I do that, say to her, I'm going 12 o'clock, I'm going to, of course, I don't go to bar, okay, but if I want to go somewhere, just chill out, and if my wife want to do that, so she should absolutely have the same right, okay. So I
You
don't
have to
say
go
that.
to a nightclub where people
yes,
might get
No,
off.
I don't go to nightclub.
No,
Not
I'm just giving you a scenario, for instance, if that
yes.
happens. So, isn't there any sort of authority that you don't believe that there isn't sort of any authority of the man over the woman?
No, there is no shouldn't
well,
be any authority a man over a woman. Okay, so that's
When I
if
mean
you are question.
authority, I don't mean like you control everything she does. That it's
Okay,
not in the
yes,
sense of that.
not,
Authority comes
not I
because
say
when it comes to the children, then the woman has more authority.
okay,
You understand?
yes,
That's my understanding of what when I
yes,
say authority.
yes,
A
yes.
woman is better of the children.
yes.
She's in charge of the children when it comes to the bigger sense.
I
Okay,
would,
all
So
right.
a man has to have some authority over the wife because the man he's supposed to be the authority over the household, and that is biologically healthy.
Okay,
You know what I
no,
mean?
I know, but I don't believe that. Okay, it was maybe in the past. Today, women, they can work, they can do whatever. So I think that we have to share the what is it responsibilities. Okay, not we don't say authority. We have to share the responsibilities. Okay.
yes, yes.
Re-
And if I could
yes,
add
yes,
something,
yes,
thank,
please.
thank you. So, yes, to answer your question, Abraham, I believe that men and women are, in a way, there's no authority because the man is, he wants to avoid sinning, and so does the woman. So if a man is about to do something wrong, his wife has every right to say, you should not do this, without, of course, forcing him not to do it, but advising him. And like for instance,
Advising
if the
him.
man is about to go to a bar, she has the right to say, no, you should not do this, because if you do that, then you're gonna be sinning. And the man has the same right to tell his wife not to do it. It's not about a man over his wife. No, it's about what is best for everybody, for society, for the both of them, for to worship God. It's about this. It's like we all believers, and we try our best to obey God. And
Sorry,
there's no
yes,
real hierarchy. It's just obeying God. Yes.
Hourglass Sally, I have to interrupt you here. I say that even if you are not a believer, if you are not a Muslim, so a man and a wife, they should, for example, a wife should say to her husband, "No, it's not good for you to drink alcohol or to smoke cigarette," or a husband should say to his wife if they do. So it is not about just believing; it's about understanding. People should understand. I don't go to bar because I don't drink alcohol. I don't, smoke and so on.
Do you believe?
And
Do you guys believe that women, for instance, should be plumbers?
Should be what? Plumbers.
Well, if she
and bricklayers. What about bricklayers?
I don't know what.
If she wants to,
sure.
Yeah, if a woman wants to be a plumber or a bricklayer, should be able to do so. Yes.
Okay.
I understand she should be able to do so, but why are we not fighting for total equality? Because I believe that today we have total equality. People are doing what they want.
Yes.
And there's exactly a reason why men are in positions where they are and women are in positions where they are. Deeply psychological reasons. That's why I think that the analogy is wrong. Like, I'm sorry but that's my honest opinion.
No, it's okay. Good. No problem.
Today the freedoms we have are a resolve of our choices. Of women are where they want to be.
Okay.
Women behave today how they want to behave. No one is telling them how to be or how not to be. Okay. And I think that's the problem of our society. We're having too much of that.
All right. I believe, Abraham, that yes, there are some people misunderstand this, equality, and they want to replace men with women, or, for example, they want that woman is like a man. Okay. I mean, how to say it? They want that she dress like a man, and this way of thinking. I believe that a woman is a woman and a man is a man, okay, with the way they wear, but that they have the equal right to become, for example,
so
leaders.
They're allowed to be a transgender, but my case is that they're not allowed to tell me to call her a woman if I don't want to. That's controlling my language.
Sorry, I didn't really understand your question. It was if men and women have the same rights, is it a bad thing according to you? Because I didn't really understand.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm saying that it's not healthy that people do whatever they want.
No, people do whatever they want is not good. No, of course, but that men and women have equal right is a good thing, for example, I believe.
Oh, no, I'm not fighting against the rights itself. I'm fighting against results that happen. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I'm saying that people need to be more into family and
the result. Kind of the result should be control, perhaps. Okay, I understand you. Yes, that the teachings in the society should be different. They should teach people that equal right doesn't mean this and that. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, because I totally agree with you guys on what you're saying. I just don't think it could be I don't see it implemented in the day-to-day, you know what I'm saying? That's in that point of view.
Yes. Anton, yes. Anton wanted to say something.
I wanted to say that I agree with what you said before, Muji, and that's one of the reasons that I respect you so much, because other people don't say that, but you do. That a woman has the same, should have the same right to tell you not to do the same things that you would, like you said, you wouldn't go to a bar, right?
Yes, of course, yes.
But so that's the part that I agree with you. But then Abraham said that other people shouldn't be able to tell you not to call them a woman or something like that. And I agree with him on that. So when he said that, I agree with that.
That people shouldn't call you
controlling your language, and that's something that I believe that is dangerous. No one should tell me what to say. I want to say whatever I want.
Yes, I agree with that. I didn't agree with the other things that he said, but when he says that, I agree with that. They should not be able to tell you how to say the language in the way that you want to say.
Can you, Abraham, explain a little bit more what they tell you not to say? Can you please explain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll give like
explain.
a very open thought, because I've really looked up on this subject even when I was like 15.
Yeah, yeah.
It was starting even in my school. Like my school was a little religious, but the county whatever they tried to put a few of the LGBT stuff inside our school program. It didn't went for them well, but that's how I understood. That's how I started researching about it. And basically, the people who are fighting now in the Congress for like LGBT rights, it's not about
Okay.
rights. They essentially don't really care about those people.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're doing, but basically they want to force, like in Canada, for instance, if a transgender woman wants to go into a salon and have a bikini wax, and there's a case now of a woman who refused to do a bikini wax to a transgender because she's married and she's a Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
He's waiting on trial now
Wow.
for hate crime.
My God.
You
I
understand?
mean,
That is
yes, I
ridiculous.
understand.
And it
No,
goes to ridiculous places.
Yes, yes, Abraham. I say that I really hate it because you know, when Syrian people were bombed long before this corona. Yeah, every year we have this LGBT pride in Stockholm. You cannot imagine more than 100,000 people, more than 100,000 people.
But that is attack on a lot of them want to attack reality. I don't care if someone is homosexual and he wants to make a pride of it.
I'm just.
He can do whatever
Yes.
he wants. It's
Wait.
disgusting to me, but like I'm not going to stop him.
No, wait. Let
He
me
cannot
tell
tell me
you.
how to behave.
I know. Let me tell you what. I have to tell you this. Yeah, I say that the society make it like the most important thing in our life. Yeah, that over 100,000 people were taking part of this pride in every summer. Yeah, but when people were bound in Syria and there were demonstration, not even 100 people were gathering or 200 people were gathering to demonstrate against Assad and his brutality. So this is what make me very angry that they make this LGBTQ problem as the biggest problem on the planet. They concentrate so much on that. Why?
No, who cares? We're talking about a minority of people.
I know.
That's the issue. We're talking about 0.001.
Yes, and they make them so important, and all the time they are talking about that. While hundreds of millions of people living, in a hell.
I think there's a deeper reason for it, because they want more control. Controlling your speech is a type of control.
And they want that you concentrate on something else, okay? Instead, these real problems that is harming their business, okay? Like war, poverty, all these gun controls and so on. So they want that people, think about other things than what is, the reality of our life, what is the true problems of our world. Yes.
And equal. So, yes, to answer Brother Abraham, I believe in equality. Equality between men and women is good. If they want to be bricklayers or whatever the case, whatever job they might want to do, so be it, as long as they have the required skills. But I also believe that we should also be understanding of both, that some men cannot do certain things and some women cannot do certain things. For instance, some men like to cook, some men prefer cooking, some men prefer cooking, while some women cannot cook, and some men are better cooks. Some men are better cooks than women. So I think it's all about skills. If they can be good cooks, they can do that, and the women don't have to.
Yeah, but I think we should promote that women be good in the skills that they're inherently supposed to be better than men. If we're teaching everyone to be equal in everything, then in the end we're expecting everyone to be equal in everything. But it doesn't go that way. And my theory is that's why society is unhealthy today, because that's the rhetoric that is said to people. That's my point.
Yes, I understand. And maybe Brother Anton would like to say something about it too. But me, what I believe is it if women are good at that, and you said yes, if they're inherently good at doing something, such as they are inherently good at knitting or cooking, some of them might be, but some others might not be. So
Well,
it's
of
it
course,
doesn't
there's like women
really.
who are more aggressive than men. Like I know a lot of women who are more aggressive than me in the tones and stuff like that. It's of course, but inherently, we all know that a woman is supposed to be better with the children because it's inherently she has
Yes,
a deeper connection to them.
yes,
So there's things
yes,
that
yes.
we know as a fact. That's what I'm saying, and these are things that, according to what I'm researching in the West, unfortunately, they're trying to blur up things, and it's like it's telling people like
Hmm.
to not understand reality, and that's what's scary for me.
Yes,
Uh,
I see what you
yeah,
mean. I agree.
yeah, thank you. I would like to see if Brother Sayed has been fixing his audio. Brother Sayed? Okay, he's not. Anton, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry.
All right. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we believe. I mean, I believe myself, so I cannot say from your side, but I believe an equal right in every position a woman would like to do, and
Oh,
I believe. Mhm.
there's one thing I wanted to
Yes.
say before. Like I didn't know about this case about the bikini wax. Um,
Okay.
the I didn't know about that. But there's another one about the cake. Uh,
Mhm.
I think it happened in the U.S. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it happened in the States. I know about that case.
Yeah, so I believe that nobody should be forced to do
What was that the
some,
case in
It was a
USA?
wedding gay cake.
Aha. Okay.
yeah,
Two
some cake.
Christian bakers.
No, can you explain more because I didn't get it yet.
It's a cake. Uh,
I know a cake. What happened to the cake?
so it's a little less extreme than the one that Abraham brought. So I don't know much about it, but I think it was a gay couple. They wanted a wedding cake,
Uh-huh.
and the cake owner didn't want to make them cake, so they got
Aha.
sued.
Hmm.
Because he was
That
Christian. He was a devout Christian and he couldn't make them cake because that's
that's
blasphemy.
what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I see. Yes, it's. I mean, you.
It's freedom of
There.
religion, my
Some.
friend.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
I
some
and
strange things.
so let me say this. I might be the only one with this opinion, but I don't agree with the cake maker or baker, or whatever the hell. But at the same time, I also don't agree that he was forced to make a
No,
cake.
that he should be sued
Nobody
even.
or sued. No, nobody should be forced to do a particular
Something
job.
that they don't want to do. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody should be forced. Yeah.
Like I
No,
work.
especially when it's against his conscience. You know what I mean?
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter if it's against his conscience or not. Nobody should be
Whatever
forced.
to
It's
do
like
something.
people in the restaurant. They have the right to deny service. Like say
Yeah.
somebody shows up dressed like a
Yeah.
homeless
Yeah.
person. They
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the right to not allow the person until he has a dress etiquette.
Yeah.
It's part of their service.
There. Yes.
It's their
Their
private
policy.
service. So
Yes. Their
they are not.
policy.
They should not be forced to do that.
Exactly.
That's not okay.
Exactly.
Yes,
For
I
example,
agree.
I work in a school. If if they tell me do this job, for example, be in this class, maybe I don't want to. Okay, then they have to put me somewhere else. They don't have to force me to do that. You know, the job.
Exactly. Yes, I totally agree. And nobody should be forced to do something they don't want to do
Hmm.
because it bothers them. They don't
Hmm.
like it, so forcing them is wrong. In the Quran, it says there is no compulsion in religion. You cannot force people.
No,
That's actually very
no.
beautiful.
Exactly, of course. So, anything else? Anybody or guys?
Yes. Oh, Brother Anton, maybe.
Yes, I have a picture of a comet. That is a comet.
Okay.
It is very nice. I know it's besides the point.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
So yes, any
I wanted to.
religious? Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Happy.
I'm out of topics.
I would like to speak, if that's okay, to speak
Yeah,
about a
absolutely.
specific sin that is very common, sadly, nowadays. It's fornication. And
Mhm.
of course, the fanatics, the extremists, they would say the solution is simple: tell women to stay at home, do nothing,
Mhm.
cover from head to bottom, not show anything. That's their solution to avoid fornication, but it's not practical. It doesn't work like that.
No,
It
that's
seems
crazy.
that they want to remove women from society just because there's a
Mhm.
risk of them falling into this sin. So, my question to you is, how do you view, what ways are there to protect someone from this sin, and what is the right solution?
Okay. The right solution, I say that we get, I've said it, the right solution to every single problem is to get rid of the source, okay, the source of all these things, and education, of course, yeah. I have a different education. That's why I'm not a unique person. If I was having the same education like them, I would also go and fornicate. But I have had a different education in my life. So I would like that everybody have this opportunity to get the same education, and as I said, the system that guide people to such a things that, for example, smoking and other things that, for example, smoking for a woman is sexy, okay, because they want to sell more cigarettes, or they try to guide people for more sexy dresses, and such a life all the time, partying and so on, because they want to sell their products. So this system is the most problematic, and create all these problems, guide people to such a things. So I believe, and it is in Quran, that one day everybody will be righteous. It means that everybody will do good deeds, and all bad deeds will disappear.
Yeah,
And we have to just, try our best to guide people to that word, and to get rid of this source and live in that equal world where everybody live and work for each other and love one another, share everything with each other. In that
I
world,
agree.
yes, in that world, we will not have such a things.
I
Yes.
agree. Yes, I agree. And there's also something I would like to mention about this sin. When we look at the verse that speaks about fornication, it's very interesting. I noticed a pattern here. The verse says, "Do not go near fornication," and there's
Hmm.
another verse that says to Adam and Eve, do not go near this tree." So it's
Hmm.
the same verb.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like the test is to stay away from what
Yeah.
makes you want to do something. You have to stay
Hmm.
away because it's too beautiful, such as
Hmm.
the tree must have been very beautiful. So that's why God told them, don't go near it, because if
Yes.
you're near it, you might want to take eat from the forbidden fruit,
Yes. Yes.
which is
Exactly.
to me, it's fornication, in my
Hmm.
opinion. This
Okay.
could be the forbidden fruit too, I believe. What
Yeah.
do you think about that?
I think that I believe that we have many, many more problems, much more important than fornication. and we have to get rid of all of them, of course. But this fornication is nothing comparing to 5 million people die every year from just cigarettes. Millions of people die from alcohol or drugs or other things, weapon cartels, hundreds of millions of people living on poverty, $1-2 a day. These are the most important problems in the world that has to be solved. And when they get solved, I know that because the source has to be, we have to get rid of the source to solve those problems. And when we get rid of the source, which is the satanic system, then all these problems also will disappear, okay, automatically. Yes.
I agree with you 100% because all these people, they spend their whole time speaking about fornication and music, but it's like they don't even understand that there's a bigger picture.
Yes,
yes.
There are lots of problems, and they just talk about such a things. Like as I said now before, that even the West, they try to make this LGBTQ problem the biggest problem in the world, which is not. I mean, it is almost no problem at all in reality. The biggest problems are those which I mentioned: hundreds of millions of people living on $1 or $2 a day. Come on.
Amen to that, Moji.
Yes, thank you. How many people are getting killed? Do you know 5 million? And by 2050, it will become 8 million people every year by 2050 that die from, it is like 33 nuclear bomb, Hiroshima nuclear bomb explode on the planet, but nobody hear it because it is cigarette, okay? And this is just 33 nuclear bomb is about cigarette.
But do you think that people are allowed to smoke cigarettes?
No, look.
Would you ban cigarettes?
No, my brothers. I'm not talking about banning anything. I said that get rid of the source, then nobody produce a single cigarette because they cannot sell it. Hello, my brother Stephen. Stephen is here, everybody. Hello, Stephen. God bless you, my brother. Okay,
hello,
anyway.
brother Steve.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we were waiting for
Stephen.
you. Salam, my brother Steve. We were waiting for you. And let me put
Stephen is a nice person.
Yes, he's my great brother. Anyway, so what I was saying is that these are the biggest problems that I think that exist, and yes, that we have to tackle them. We have to fix these problems. And when we by the way, you asked me that we have to ban. No, I said that if you get rid of the system that allows you to become millionaire or billionaire by producing and selling drugs. Okay, let's talk about drugs.
So you want to put tariffs on the cigarette companies?
Sorry?
So you're advocating for tariffs on the cigarette companies?
No, Abraham.
You want to kill the companies?
No, look, Abraham. I say farmers of Afghanistan, they produce 90% of the world opium because it gives them more money than potatoes and tomatoes. So
and why is that? Because people want it. Supply and demand.
Exactly. But Abraham, if they cannot sell it, if money doesn't exist, if the capitalist system doesn't exist that you can sell,
then people will trade bananas and monkeys for.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. People would trade their objects. They would want their drugs so badly. They would give you, hey, I give you all of my clothes and half of my terrain.
The point here, it's deeper than what you're saying. That's
okay. No, wait. Let me tell you. Wait. Let me tell you, my brothers. If you get the bananas and everything free, okay, then you are not going to produce that. Okay, I say that.
So how is it free? So everyone is going to work for the bananas because someone needs to be behind anything, and that's how you produce capital, and that's how value comes into stuff.
Okay, no, look, Abraham, that's
labor.
That's where it comes. The system and the God system that says that I give you reward for what you do. So you work free, you produce. There will be a system, okay, a system that controls things and tells you, puts people in different positions, okay. Like the organization that I showed you right now, there are thousands of people there. They don't get a single dollar, but a system is there. There are leaders and people who tell you, for example, you go and do this, you go and do this. Everybody do everything for free because they believe in a higher something above their own life, okay, above their own benefit and so on. What is that they believe in? They believe in freedom of Iranian people. Like, for example, in Second World War, also people were fighting for freedom against Adolf Hitler. They were putting their lives. They were not getting a single dollar. Okay, so when people have a belief,
but that's a good example for necessity.
Yeah. Okay.
And value comes from necessity.
Yeah.
So
Abraham, yes. What I'm saying is that when a belief comes, and the belief tells you, which is here, I say that Islam is that belief that tells you that if you live equal and you work free, then God, you are the best in the front of God. Okay, the chapter 49, verse 13. Okay, you are the best. The more you sacrifice, what is sacrifice? Is that you work harder and you get less. Okay, you don't go work for bananas, okay, to trade your stuff with, but you give them for free, but you get also for free. This is the system.
You do it to provide for your family.
No, I say it is. I understand, Abraham.
I think it's deep rooted in the Quran.
Yes, it is
to provide for your family.
I know, but look,
so
Abraham.
That's value.
No, Abraham, I just tell you that it is, I know it is a little bit difficult. It is, my leader, the organization leader was saying that it is like that you are in the womb of mother, okay? And you don't know what is beyond that, outside of that womb, okay? So it is like even 100 years ago, or today, exactly today, if you say the system in Sweden, you explain it for people in other countries that, medical care, everything is free for children until 18. Then if you don't work, you get social benefit or whatever. And so many good things in Sweden. If you talk to people, for example, in Africa, they wouldn't believe in you at all that such a system can exist. Believe me, this is what I see it from Quran, that one day everybody will be righteous. That's a promise from God that it's going to happen. I know that you say, but it is not possible. It is like that. But it is a promise from God that is going to happen one day, that everybody will live and work free. We call it fi sabilillah. And in that Mahdi society, which is the symbol, my mother was saying that there will come a day that you go to the store and you just pray, you don't pay money, and you get whatever you want. So there's going to be we call it Salawati society, Abraham. I don't know if you know what is Salawati. It means that
you would want to be a plumber in that society.
I can be whatever the society tells me. Okay, I do
and
whatever.
You would want it.
So you have a problem with plumbers?
No, what I'm saying.
That's a good example. I give it to anyone.
No, I say that, Abraham, if the society need me and if the society tells me that we need somebody to do this job, yes, that
then I will be very offended.
No.
Oh, wait, I know what.
Today, okay,
I understand him
now. Anton, today you will be offended. Yes, today. But in that society, it is equality. Okay, people don't see you as a poor person. Somebody low. In that society, everybody appreciates you. They know that you are doing society a favor, okay, and you get reward for that you do. Maybe more reward for the job that you do, okay, because it is a harder job. Understand?
So yeah. I think I understand what he means now. But in such a place, what about the other jobs that are, let's say, difficult or low, such as a plumber or somebody who needs to unclog the sewers, stuff like that, or sweep the streets?
Are you talking to me, Anton?
Yes.
Okay.
Who would do that if?
Yeah, I say first of all, we will reach that technique that we will fix everything, perhaps even
So,
through
I'm
through
sorry,
this.
Muji, but it's not really deep answer because it doesn't really
No,
answer the question.
no, I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you that, for example, in my organization now, people, they have plumbers as well. Okay, it doesn't get a single dollar, and they do it for, with pleasure. That will be the same in everywhere. When everybody will be righteous, it will happen. Why it is possible in one city with 3,000-4,000 people? Okay, I know maybe it's not a large people,
Because
but
that's
it
a
is
type of communism, my friend. That's a type of
okay.
communism.
Oh,
That's
I
truly in Israel,
okay.
there's a concept called kibbutzim, and
Okay.
today it's already done because it doesn't really work because
Okay.
you can have small communism, which is up to 10,000 people, but when you
Okay.
go over that level, it doesn't really
Okay.
work and the system fails on itself.
Okay, Abraham, the thing is that you call it right away communism. I call it Islam. I understand that you say,
No,
okay,
because
okay,
you're kind of like
this is
demolishing the value there.
no. I'm saying that this is the Islam that we believe in. Okay, and I have all evidences from Quran, from Mecca, which I explained for you. Okay,
I don't know. I know those verses. I get what you
okay,
mean because there's like the verses that you're not allowed to take. How do you call it? Ribit. I don't know how to call it in English. That if you're not allowed to loan money and then get more money for it. How do you call it?
okay. No,
Interest.
that's
Interest.
riba interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the only one. Okay, because if you follow that verse, okay, only if you follow that verse, capitalism will collapse. That's why in Muslim countries, when you go to a bank, so-called Islamic bank, and you say, how much is my interest? They say, no, we call it, what is it? Profit. We don't call it interest, which is the same, okay? It is just fooling yourself. So that's
No, it's
something
just a way
else.
for me to understand the
Yes,
Arabic.
yes, I know. But that's one of them, okay? That's one thing that if you follow it really, then capitalism will collapse in any real Muslim, country or system. But there are other things which I said that Allah says that one day the oppressed will rule and inherit the planet. Okay, so as long as this system exists, there are oppressed and oppressor. Okay, we call it in Arabic mustazafin and mustakbirin. Okay, the oppressed and oppressor. So when the oppressed will rule and inherit the planet, then there will be no oppressed or oppressor anymore. Otherwise, it is a stupid promise because they change just place, but it is not. It should supposed to be what is it?
But do you know
Eradicated.
that when it's talking about the oppressors, it's referring to the Muslims.
No, what do you mean referring to the Muslims?
When it's talking about the ones who are oppressed will rule the world, it's talking about the Muslims.
No,
Because
it
in the
doesn't.
context
No.
of the Quran in that time, that was when specifically the Muslim believers were under attack. So that's what the Prophet peace be upon him said to his believers.
Okay.
So that's the
Okay.
context.
No. Yeah. No, it is not the what is it? But I say if it is, even if it is Muslim, okay. I believe that anybody who do good deeds is a Muslim. Okay, Muslim is not just somebody who believe in God or Prophet Muhammad. Okay, anybody who do good deeds, follow God's commands, which is also doing good deeds. You are a Muslim in certain way. Okay, Anton is a Muslim in certain way. Understand? A Muslim who's oppressed people is not a Muslim. Somebody who believe and then pray and fast. Okay, and oppressing people, he is not a Muslim, while you are a better Muslim than that person. Okay, so Muslim means somebody who is doing good deeds and avoiding bad deeds. Okay, that's what God wants from you, and you are obeying God. Okay, maybe
But
not
you know what the
directly.
true meaning of Islam means?
Okay, what is the true meaning of Islam?
Submission to Allah.
I say that this needs interpretation. Okay, submission to His commands, not to to believe that He exists. Because in Quran, even a non-Muslim who sacrifice himself for other people will go to heaven. Okay, in Quran, Allah says that those who spread the message of equality, the killer of them, and it is scholars. There are scholars who say Quran is talking about non-Muslims. It's not talking about Muslims. It's talking about those who have heard haven't heard the message or have heard but didn't get it. Okay, so Allah put them, if they get killed, Allah put them in the category of prophets because they are also martyrs. Okay, so anybody who sacrifice himself for other people is a Muslim, and if they get killed in that way, they are martyrs, and martyrs are in the highest place in Islam. But anyway, what I was saying is that it will happen one day, that equality according Quran, that one day the entire planet will be righteous, the oppressed will rule and inherit the planet, so there will be no oppressor anymore. And when there is no oppressor, means that there is no this system, because this system create oppressors, because everybody want to become richer and richer, so they have to oppress people to become richer and richer. Yes, please. Anybody?
Yes, please. So, yeah, I agree with you totally, because, and I see in Muslim countries or Muslim majority countries, women are oppressed a lot. And there was a debate you had with, I believe his name is, I watched it earlier this week, T-Jump, and he asked you a question, and I would like to answer it as well. He was asking if Islam is the answer to all of our problems. How come Muslim countries are doing so bad? My answer to that is that Muslim countries are being ruled by a lot of dictators and people who just want to oppress people in the name of the religion. They're using the religion as a tool to oppress them. But in other countries, in the Arab Emirates, you have a very good society.
Hourglass. Sorry,
as,
Hourglass. Yes, I know. So sorry, I interrupt you. That time I was explaining for him, and he's quite uneducated. I was explaining for him, and he was saying, I don't care. I said, when you don't care, I was explaining that these countries are like this because, some powers, they control these countries. They put dictators there and support them. For example, I explained that Ayatollah Fascist Khomeini came to power because the West wanted.
Who was they?
Yeah, sorry, mostly is the Western country. Okay, like who is
Saddam
supporting?
Hussein, the West put him.
Sorry.
Saddam Hussein, the West put him in.
No, not Saddam Hussein. Not Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was supported by.
Yes. I'm sorry that because
no.
If you could please refer to it more specifically.
Yes.
When you're saying it sounds like you're talking about everything.
No. I'm not talking about every one of them. Yes, but of course, this is all comes from that. Again, that satanic system that these Saddam Hussein and other people, they want to stay in that power because they get more money, because they live in palaces. But anyway, Iranian regime, which is the source of most problems in the Middle East, Iranian regime came to power because the West had two options. One was the left groups. During the revolution, they tried very much to save the Shah. But because they couldn't save the Shah, this avalanche had come and they were not able to stop it. So there were two alternatives, the left groups and ISIS. ISIS means Ayatollah Fascist Khomeini, okay? So the left groups, if they took the power, they would join Soviet Union. So they helped ISIS to take the power in Iran because they didn't want the left groups take the power. And since that,
so this is a power struggle, my friend.
Yes.
I don't think it has to do with the West.
No.
I'll tell you what. I'll grant you that, like, America is a great cause to a lot of problems in the Middle East.
Yes.
But it comes with a price because they needed to be the ones in the Middle East. If it wasn't them, it would be the communists. So there was a power struggle here that was inherently nothing to do really with the people. There's a lot of mistakes in the world.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And none of them are inherently like from Satan, I guess.
Look, I'm saying, okay, Satan is in everywhere, in entire planet, the satanic system. But what I'm saying is that, yes, in that time, it was power struggle between communism and USA. But today, it is nearly 30 years that this communism has collapsed, but still they are supporting Iranian ISIS regime. For example, it was just today I was watching my organization TV. in 2003, France was trying to, they arrested my president and many of my organization's members. They had a deal with Iranian regime to send the biggest enemy of Iranian regime to send to Iran because of $2 billion only. Only for $2 billion, they were going to send them to Iran. And my organization, we were demonstrating. Several people, they burned themselves alive to stop France from doing this deal. Okay, so they have tried and they have done. They bombed my organization in Iraq. The city that I showed you now, it was in Iraq. They had weapons, everything. But USA and UK, they bombed them in 2003. They tried to destroy them in order to save ISIS. Iranian regime is worse than ISIS. They have killed millions of people.
Wait, you're saying that the Iranian regime helped ISIS?
No, I say Iranian regime is worse than ISIS. First of all, yes.
No, it's worse than ISIS in the outcomes. I know what you mean.
Yes. Worse than ISIS. And the West, US and UK, they bombed my organization. In reality, UK foreign minister, his name was Jack Straw. You just can Google it here. Jack Straw was a corrupted man who several years ago, he was kicked out of the parliament because of corruption. And that guy, he persuaded UK and USA to bomb my organization. He was the foreign minister of UK, to bomb my organization because they had a deal with Iranian, they wanted to have a deal with Iranian regime. So the West have been helping this ISIS regime in many, many years. So the problem there in the Middle East is because of, not because of Islam, because of some, and it is not only there, it is in Africa, in South America, also a lot of problems. It's not because of Christianity in South America people have problems. It's because USA have been involved in many coups d'etats there and so on, Abraham. In Africa, Europe and USA, mostly Europe and Africa have been involved in, not USA. USA have been involved in mostly in South America and in the Middle East and many other countries as well, of course.
Yeah.
So it is not about religion. It's about, again, this coming to the same satanic system that, they benefit from these.
I think it's just. I don't think it's. I wouldn't call it a satanic system. And just to clarify my opinion on this.
Yes. Okay.
I would absolutely say that the system is imperfect and there is a lot of death and injustice and various bad virtues that have been done in the past and even today. And nothing is more horrible than life itself when it comes to the reality of things. But it's just a human behavior of necessity. It's not. I don't believe that it's truly everything is purely out of evil. And I'll give you an example. Let's say we are living in Africa, right?
Okay.
Let's say 10,000 years ago.
Okay.
Now you are used to having a lake somewhere, right? And you have their water. And then after 10 centuries that your people, your tribe are there, that lake is out of water. And now you want to get water from a different source, but they don't allow you to drink water. So are you going to thirst to death and let your wife die and your children die out of thirst? Or are you going to attack them, slaughter them, and drink their water?
Okay. I understand that.
That is not evil. You know what I mean? That is not inherently evil. Like, I promise you that they don't hate the people that they're doing it to them.
Okay. All right. I say that you have the right to fight, of course, but to slaughter people is not correct, of course, but
let's say you go to them and you try to negotiate.
Yes.
And you try
I know. You have to do all your best. Okay, I understand. But at the end, if they don't allow you, you have to fight. Yes, of course. But
you have to drink your cup of water in the end of the day.
Yes. I understand that. But that's that's not correct from the other side. I understand. But it's not,
there's nothing right or wrong here because if I was the other side, I will fight till the death.
Yes,
but protecting my water.
Yeah, I know, I understand. No,
so it's out of necessity. There's nothing inherently evil in my belief.
Okay, look.
It's not evil. It's not coming out of hatred or. You know what I mean?
Okay, look. I say that if you protect your water, okay, despite you have a lot of water, and then you cannot. I mean, you don't want to share it. That's absolutely wrong. Okay.
That's where I would obviously
Yeah.
agree with you. If you
Yes.
have a lot of water,
Well, yes.
then you should put a price on it, but
Yes.
you should let people have it.
Okay, but look, it is quite difficult to. That's why that's where religion comes. Yeah, God says that again. Goes to chapter 49.
I wouldn't
verse
say
13.
religion. I will use the word faith. That's where faith
Yeah.
comes in.
Okay, yes, faith coming. Yes, that comes. That says that the best of you is the one with that sacrifice most. Okay, so if the person doesn't sell it, the water, he just give it for free, he gets reward from his Lord. That's what we believe in. Of course, if somebody doesn't believe in God and so on, so maybe he believed that yes, you can do that, you can sell that. But there are people, there are even Marxists who don't believe in God, but they believe in sacrifice, and they say that you have to share it. Okay, so it is not only me who believe in God that says that you should share, that you should sacrifice. That's a sacrifice, that you give your water for free. But there are even atheists who do that, who would say that you have to share, you have to be a human being. Okay, the difference between you, a human being, to animal is here. Here you show that you are a human being. Okay, your form is not human being. Your form is also another animal, like all other animal. Well, my form, yes, our form. We are,
we are inherently animals.
Animals, exactly. So what differ us from animal is our action. Okay,
Right.
I will say our wisdoms. I will say
yes,
wisdom.
yes. Okay, our action, our beliefs. I say that these are our way of life. Let's say, better say that our way of life differ us from the animals. If we sacrifice, that's why the more you sacrifice, this is not animal. Animal do not sacrifice. The more you
There is
sacrifice.
fire ants who do. Muji.
Sorry?
There's fire ants who sacrifice themselves for the clan. If there's a fire, there's specific types of ants that they'll just jump on the fire, die, and then the other ants.
All right. Okay. Let me tell you. We don't know if they do it. Do they do it out of their? They are programmed. They are different. They are programmed to live like that. It is not out of their wisdom. Okay. They don't have.
Okay.
They don't.
I get your point.
Yes. They don't have the free choice. Okay. To, for example, an ant say that, okay, I want to go and leave myself alone. No, they don't have this free choice. They don't have the choice that an ant says that, oh, I'm going to take over the colony. Okay. But we have the choice. So we have the choice to live like a human being and die like a human being, or live in our nature like an animal and die like an animal. That's where.
Do you know that there's inherently something that I can say about all what you're saying here?
Sorry, once again.
A human being cannot teach another human being how to be an angel. Only an angel teach a human being how to be an angel. That's a deep philosophical question that I'm actually thought about a long time.
Okay.
And that's why I think that I differ from you, because I think that we cannot get to it by ourselves. There has to be, God has to come.
Yes. No, that's no. I say that God has to teach us. Another thing is that I say the story of Adam and angels, that they should bow, gives us this message as well, that angels, we are better than human, not this animal, not Hitler, not all this. According to Quran, human is better than angels. That's why angels should prostrate towards human, because human is sacrificing, okay, out of his free will and knowledge. But angels, if they do anything, it is not out of their free will. They do it because they are programmed. That's why we are better if we sacrifice. Another thing is that I say human is not a form, human is a way of life, is that if human is a form, then why how could Adolf Hitler be better than angels, that angels should bow towards Adolf Hitler? No, Adolf Hitler wasn't human. Adolf Hitler was and people like him were animals, pure animals. Worse than that, they were devils. They were, anything, but not human. So what angels were prostrating and supposed to prostrate towards human, are those who sacrifice themselves for their own kind. The more they sacrifice, the more human they are, and the better they are than angels. Understand, Abraham?
Yes.
Oh, hourglass.
Yeah, I clearly do.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank
I
you.
agree. Being a human being is a way of life. And
Mhm.
speaking of which, these two preachers, Hijab and the other one, his friend, what was his name? Ali.
Ali Dawah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The brother Martin, he sent a video about the two of them, and they were talking about secret marriages, taking a second wife
I
without
know.
Oh my
permission of the
God.
first
I
one.
know.
I was very shocked at
I
what
know.
they
They are
said.
just so stupid. Really. Yeah. So stupid. Yeah.
That is something that is inherently disgusting. Men
I
shouldn't
mean,
do
I mean,
that.
no. I mean, they were saying
Yes.
that, yes. Even the women in front of them, they were saying that, oh, I don't want to share my husband. You know, they were sitting there, so disgusting that you have to share your husband. You know,
Can
I
I be
mean,
can I
Yes,
be honest
because
with you, although Muji?
yeah, yes, please, yeah.
That men biologically could marry even 10 women. If you're a
Mhm.
wealthy man and you know you are a great warrior back in the day, so I believe that men are allowed to have a lot of women in the sense that
Are
they
allowed.
like I don't say allowed to, but not in the sense that they're allowed to. People could do whatever they want to do. But I'm just saying in the sense that it's healthier for a man to have a lot of wives, but it's
Mhm.
not healthy for one wife to have a lot of men. And I'll explain why. Because
Okay.
if a man has a lot of wives, he
Mhm.
knows who the father is.
Okay.
but I
I
And the
understand.
disagree
mother knows
with
who the
you.
child is.
I
Okay, no,
disagree.
Abraham, wait. Abraham, I understand you if from the point of okay, a
It's
thousand years
healthier.
ago.
It's healthier
No,
because
wait.
a woman who can never be in that type of situation.
But
She'll never even
Okay.
want to be. It's against her
Well,
nature.
no, it's not about nature. There are women who have several lovers, you know, and there are even
And they're probably on a lot of medication, and they always go to
but
the psychologist.
no,
but
I don't.
brother,
Abraham, I have to say this, you know, religiously. Okay, God says in Quran that you can never be just among your wives, so you better marry only one. Okay, so Quran is against polygamy because it is unjust. Okay, and this is,
But do you
for
think it's
example,
unhealthy? Do you think it's unhealthy?
it doesn't matter about health because mostly
I,
Quran is about justice. Okay, it
yes,
is more about justice that it is not just that you know,
I see your point.
yeah,
I
that
A lot of Muslims will say that the Quran is
I
all
know,
about
no,
like commanding
no,
natural stuff.
no, it is not. It is not just because Quran says no. Quran clearly says that
Like it's
you can
scientifically and a
no.
lot of things like that, that it's going out of that kind of perspective.
Okay, no, but
well,
Quran says yes. Let me tell you, Quran says that you can never be just among your wife, even if you struggle. So you better marry only one. Okay, so
So you
yes,
better marry only one.
yes. I mean
It's
that
not a
because you
command.
can
It's not a command.
no, it's not a force. It's not a force, but because you can never be just. Okay, it is unjust that I go and cheat on my wife openly, or you know,
So
secretly.
if there's a big imam, you know, someone that you will respect, right? And he's very just person. How many wives do you think he should be having?
No, I say that he
well,
shouldn't. This is unjust. I say, Hourglass.
It's
Let me.
unjust.
Yeah, I
According
say
to the
it
Quran,
is.
it's unjust.
Yes, it is unjust to have more than
So
one
why
wife.
did Prophet Muhammad had a lot of wives?
Okay, that's look. I have
Because
said
if
it
the
many
Quran
times.
is saying it's unjust, so why Prophet Muhammad, if he's
No,
fully a
uh,
human, is he
yeah,
under the command of Allah?
no, Abraham. I say that I have said it
I'm sorry that I'm
before.
cornering you.
No,
Muji, I swear I love you, man.
I know, I love you too, but don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. Don't think that you offend me or anything. Okay. So I have said it before as well. He married them not for sexual reason. He married them for another reason, and he didn't have any sexual relationship with them. In fact, that he never had a child with any of them. Only with his first wife he had
With
children.
Aisha.
Okay? No. There is no look, especially
Oh, his
with
first wife was the older one.
sorry, no, the older one, yeah, Khadija, yeah. He had
Yeah.
children only with Khadija. With other wives, he didn't have children. They
So
had
why
some
did
of
he?
them.
So why did he had Aisha?
look, Aisha. First of all, this thing that
If
they
he didn't
say.
have them for children, me thinking, so what did he have them for?
No, okay.
And I'm sorry that I'm like
Okay.
saying this
Okay.
out.
No. Don't be sorry at all. Look, I say, first of all, you have to know Aisha wasn't 9 or such a things. Aisha was between 19 to 21. This trash
Yeah,
hadith is a
I
lie.
know it differs.
Yes.
Most
Okay.
Sunnis believe that it's
I know.
9,
I
and I
know.
know that. I know that you don't. I'm not cornering you
Okay.
on that. I'm just
Okay.
saying
No.
why
I'm,
was it
I'm,
9?
okay. So wait, look, some of his marriages were like in the past. Kings would give away their daughters to next kingdom so that they join each other, they don't fight each other. So some of his marriages were
More
to
strategical.
to be related to those tribes so that they convert to Islam, to become related to them. And some
So
of
can
his
I marry a lot of women strategically?
okay, look, I say, and it is says, Quran says, it is only for Prophet Muhammad. It is not for you, not for any other people. Okay, but and
Can you
because
quote it for me? Can you quote it for me? Like, I'm sorry that I'm quoting you. I love
okay,
you,
no,
man.
I love you too, my brother. I will bring it next week because I haven't
Okay. No
said
problem. No problem.
yes, I will bring them next week. Okay, but anyway, but remember to join me, and then I will bring them for you. That everything, even his wife had a special role. Okay, in Quran says that if they don't want this special role, give them their rights. Let them go. Leave them. Okay, let them go. So wives should also they were also special. So Prophet Muhammad, as I said, he didn't marry them for sexual reasons. Okay, he never had anything with them, any sexual intercourse with them. So that make
Okay.
him totally different. But if I go and marry, for example, another wife, is for sexual reason, and that's what is unjust in Quran. But if I just marry a woman and just don't touch her, just for taking care of her, to helping her, that's totally different. Okay, for example, even if I marry 10 wives, for example, okay,
Yeah.
understand? If I marry 10 wives just because I want to take care of them, understand? Not because I want to, for sexual reason.
No, of
Otherwise,
course.
yes,
Of course, you're not doing it only out of lust. People would marry a lot of wives because they genuinely want
Mhm.
to expand their family ranch, because they're very successful people and they just want to, you know what I mean, to expand
Yeah.
their seed, whatever. It's a humanistic feeling. When you have enough, you can do it.
All
I
right.
would
So
like,
yes, please say hourglass. Yeah.
thank you, brother. I would like to answer Abraham because you mentioned a lot of things. So, if you allow me, I would like to
Yeah, of course.
basically break down every point. So, what you said is what I hear a lot from Muslims as to is it healthy for a man to have multiple women? I don't believe that it is healthy because of all the STDs, HIVs, and all that. But then you said another point that I did hear from a lot of Muslim apologists, that if a woman does have more than one husband, you wouldn't know who the father is. But if a man does it, you'll know straight away. But nowadays we have DNA DNA testing, so you
Yes.
can
Yes.
Exactly,
Yes.
tell today.
but
So
their point is still valid.
I
You
don't.
have to go to a doctor and check it out.
Yeah, but
Yes, but I
anyway, it's
believe
possible. It's
It's apparent
possible.
with a man. It's possible, but it's apparent to a man. That's why
yes.
inherent. It's still that claim. I agree with when they say it. I would agree with you that it may not be healthy, but I would say that it's unhealthier if a woman has a lot of men.
I believe that it's unhealthy for both because even men can get sexually transmitted diseases if they have too many
For sure.
partners. So, but then you quoted that the prophets, peace be upon them, had more than one wife. It's true. But even if you read the Bible, I believe Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, had
Yeah, he had
multiple
more
wives
than.
too.
Of
All
course.
prophets had multiple wives because not for personal reasons, but because
No, to expand their
there was
seed.
a godly command in that.
Because they have to
Alright.
expand their seed.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you an example. Right, King David. Why do we say that Messiah has to be from King David, and why do we cherish it? Because of his seed. So when we believe in the prophets, so it's also the Hemshechir, which is the continuing of them. So their seed is a very important process when it comes to
And
the prophet.
if you
So
don't mind me,
if he didn't like had intercourse with them to get them pregnant, then why he didn't do it?
And if you
About
don't-
sorry, about Prophet Muhammad, I said the reasons. Okay, about other prophets, I don't know. I just have to say this about Mr. Tree. Okay, Mr. Tree has written these comments.
I'm actually sorry. I thought Hourglass was trying to make a point here, and I was
Yes.
talking. I'm fine.
Just
you're
have
a
to say.
Christian, brother Abraham.
No, he's
No, I'm
Christian.
actually a skeptic. I come from a Jewish background. Like I've been in a religious school, and I know
Okay.
plus minus a lot about the Old Testament. I've read a little bit about Christian theology and stuff like that.
Hourglass, yes, Hourglass. Can you keep your just for a second? I just want to, because Mr. Tree put this comment here about age of Aisha, and I refer you to this. What is it? There is a sister also, Safiya. She has put this something on her community, and I have already had this one, that there are various different hadiths that says, not saying directly how old Aisha was, but from those hadiths, when you gather everything, it's this sister has put there that Aisha was between 19 to 21 year old. Okay, but this Bukhari just said one story that she was playing with her doll.
I totally accept that belief.
Mhm.
I totally accept when you're saying. I know that you believe that.
Thank you. So anyway, there are evidences, many evidence from different hadiths that how old was her sister, and because of different time that when they moved and Prophet Muhammad married her, and all these things. When you put them together, it put her 19 to 21, not just one story by Bukhari. Okay, the Bukhari who said that the moon split to two. Prophet Muhammad split the moon to two. So you cannot rely on somebody who tell you such a great lie. Okay, so you don't have to.
Is there any
rely.
specific book that you do rely on? Is there anything that you would advocate? Like if I want to check hadiths and stuff like that, what kind of book would you advocate?
Yes, okay. I don't know much because I don't know if anybody has written it, because I mostly rely on Quran. Okay, and hadiths.
So how do you know the concept of Tawheed?
The concept of Tawheed. What do you mean with Tawheed? That there is one God. Tawheed is one God. Okay, so.
No,
Abraham?
not Tawheed that there's one God.
Okay,
Tawheed
what is
doesn't
that?
mean that there's one God.
No, Tawheed means oneness of God. Okay, that's what I know about Tawheed. Okay, what do you know about Tawheed?
And how do you know how to pray to Allah?
How to? No, I don't say that. I didn't say I reject Hadith. Did I say I reject Hadith? I say Hadith.
Okay.
I've said yes. I have said it. I have told you before that Hadith that contradict Quran is not authentic. Hadith that contradict Quran. Understand? And one of things is every most important part is in Quran is justice, that you have to be just. Okay, and it is not just that you marry a 6 or 9 year old child. Okay, that's not just either. Okay, if Prophet Muhammad did that, he went against Quran. Okay, Abraham.
Okay, but like, so how do you learn them hadiths? It's interesting to me because like you could say stuff that will contradict the Quran, and then someone could write a fake hadith that doesn't contradict the Quran, but it's still a fake story, and you can still affirm it.
Okay, if it has to make sense as well, the chain of narration and all these things stuff also, but it has to make sense as well. The most important is also.
Well, let's say Sahih Bukhari. Most of Sahih Bukhari you will accept.
No, Sahih. It is. I say it's not Sahih Bukhari. It is a lot of fabricated hadiths is in his book, and Muslim. You know, there are lots of fabricated hadiths in their book. Understand?
So which book you say has the least ones? So I can look it up.
No, I don't think. As I said, I don't think that there is a book that has the least, or you know. I just, when I hear a hadith, I compare it to Quran.
So how do you know that the hadith of Muhammad, for instance, of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, like when he was praying? So how do you know that was the proper way?
That's the proper
way. Quran.
Okay, Quran is explaining it also, you know, explicitly how to do it. All right, there are small details.
Prostration and
yes,
turning your head right and left.
No, that's okay. That's something that even if you don't turn your head left and right, nothing happens. Okay, so these are not so important. Understand? But to prostrate, to go down, up, all these things, they are mentioned in Quran as well.
Are you sure that Muhammad didn't do his with the head? Because you have to completely follow it.
No, I don't say. Yes, I know. I say that. I'm not 100% sure if he did it or he didn't do that. Okay. What I'm saying is that even if you don't do that, it's a good thing that you look at your right and left people who are sitting beside you. Yes. But even if you don't do that, it's not, a crime. You haven't committed a sin. Understand?
You haven't committed shirk.
No, you haven't committed shirk, because it is just good to, it's like somehow being.
Can I ask you another question? Because I get your point.
Yes.
Are you allowed to touch pork? I'm not talking about eat pork. Are you allowed to touch it?
Yes, you touch. Yes, you are allowed to touch it. Yes, definitely.
Wow. So that's something that I know a lot about, like different schools of Islam, that it's completely not allowed to touch it.
Okay, no, that's crazy. You are not going to eat it. You are not allowed to eat it. You are not allowed to eat dogs. You are not allowed to eat cats, but you can touch them. Okay.
Well, you are not. Schools of thought that also believe you're not allowed to touch them.
Well. No, that's okay. I said that some people go extreme in certain
dogs
things.
Are haram.
Yes, I mean, touching them is not haram. No, of course not. But I say myself, that dogs are not so clean. Okay, but
no, dogs won't kill you, but they are haram.
No, you cannot haram.
Lizards are also haram.
Sorry.
Lizards are also haram.
Haram in which way? To eat them or to what? To touch them?
If you have a lizard in your house, you should kill it, according to many hadiths.
No,
that's
many
narrations about it.
I know. That's a stupid thing, that because the hadith doesn't. It says that you have to kill them not only in your house, even out, because because
Abraham was burned and he was the only animal that didn't help him or something.
Yeah, look, I was blocked from the Sapien Institute channel because of that hadith. Because of that hadith, because somebody mentioned that hadith, a young boy, and then they started to explain something stupid, and then I called in. I said that it doesn't make sense because lizards cannot blow, okay? And then lizard, because it says Satan fooled them to do that. I said, lizard, they are not smart creature that Satan fooled them, okay? So they blocked me because of that, because I agree with that stupid hadith, okay? So these are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a good topic. But you know what? Yes. Oh, God. I saw different funnier hadith, man. Mm-hmm. I promise you, when I showed it to my father, he nearly had a heart attack. He was laughing his head off. There's a specific hadith that it says that if you have a snake in your house, you have to give it a warning for 3 days.
Okay.
For 3 days, you're not allowed to do anything about the snake.
I mean, this is so. I mean, I know they are so crazy. People have sitting down.
It will kill their entire children, man.
Yes, written a lot of stupid things. Okay, a lot of stupid things. Kill dogs, and then later say, okay,
you have to kill dogs.
Yes, and but later it says that just kill those black one with 2 spots over their eyes. So I mean, because they are devils. Such a ridiculous hadith is.
Oh my God.
Yes. So I know. Syed, still you have problem with your audio? Let's see if Syed can talk. No, he still has problem.
And
All right.
also,
Yes.
when it comes to strange narrations, there is one also that says that if you like the devil sleeping on somebody's nose, something like that, the devil, he does things to somebody's ears, I think. It's very strange. And it's in Bukhari, right?
I know a
It's,
lot of, yes. Stop stupid thing. Mr. Tree, he said this, yeah, but he went against Quran. No, Quran doesn't say. Actually, I put there is a video. I don't know if I have put it on my channel. Brother Rashid explain about marrying wives. It's not in reality about how do you say. It's mostly about widows, okay? Widows to take care of orphans, okay? So I have to check if I have put it on my channel, and then I will give you the link so that you can check it. I think it is polygamy in Islam. So you can check that one, and you will see that why Prophet Muhammad married many wives, okay? And I have said it before that it was just for special reason, for the reason that he was spreading the message of Islam, that he needed to get close to their tribes. And then some of them, they were widows. It was not so popular among Arabs to marry widows. Yes, polygamy. I will. Yes, he wanted to show that it is okay. I put the link. Let me see. Share the link, copy, then you can check it. It's Brother Rashid made it. It's very nice. He explained about polygamy in Islam. Okay, please watch this video. Yes,
Thank
it is
How's
on
it
my
called?
channel.
Polygamy
Yes,
to Islam?
I found.
It
I'm
is on my
sorry,
channel. It says polygamy in the Quran. Okay. Yes, polygamy in the Quran. It is Brother Brother Rashid. It is his video, 26 minutes. The one before the latest video on my channel. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
I found the narration I was telling you about. It says narrated of Abu Huraira. He said, when one of you wakes up from his sleep, he must clean his nose with water by
Because
sprinkling it in and then blowing it out 3 times, for Satan spends the night inside one's
your
nostrils.
okay, I don't read these crazy things. Guys, maybe we can wrap it up now. Is that okay?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, my brothers, for being here. We can talk next week. I have to write down about. Let me see. Can you put them in the comment, Abraham? Those verses that you were asking, because I already forgot what was that.
Yeah, I also forgot the specific question. I'll just look at the video again.
All right. Yes, and then put them on the comment. I appreciate it very much. So I will. Bring them to.
And I just can I say just one thing, Muji? I
Yes,
just want to
please,
say
yes.
sorry to the Hourglass. Today I just had a lot of things to talk about, so I'm sorry
No
if I
problem.
blocked you on many things you wanted to say.
No, Abraham, please, yeah, please. This is the reason for the channel is this, that you call in and you ask question and I answer that. Okay, so
No,
don't
but
worry.
I'm talking about the Hourglass. You as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
No problem. No problem.
At all. No problem at all. So we are
I love you both.
yes, we love you too, my brother. So you are always welcome with your question. No problem. Okay. We learn from you too. Okay. Thank you very much. And before we go, I have to say, where is it? Okay, Brent. Before we go, I just find that everybody. Thank you. So, salam alaikum, and thank you, everybody. Take care, my brother
you.
Abraham, Hourglass, and brother Sayed. Sorry that you
Thank
couldn't
you.
join us. Okay, thank you.
too.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Thanks.
Goodbye.